Good afternoon, everyone, from Ernie Anderson Courts. I'm LB Hall here at Augsburg University in Minneapolis. Welcome to the best in Division III sports. And this afternoon is the MIAC against the WIAC as we welcome you to the 37th annual Augsburg Volleyball Invitational. This time a 6-team field. And UW Eau Claire, they were here last year, so were the Auggies. Auggies went 3-1. Bluegolds by a score of 2-1. This broadcast, a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with my company, TJ Broadcast Services, TJSportsOnline.net. Also made possible by the Silver Fox upstairs, Town Ritchie with the Ritchie Media Group, also Blue Frame Technology, Town Square Media as well. And a broadcast courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Devani's Pizza right across the street from the arena here on campus, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Wells Fargo, Jimmy John's, Wow Incorporated, Memory Lanes, Corner Bar, Courtyard Marriott, Seven Corners. And with that, I'm going to introduce yet another candidate to the TJ Broadcast Services family. He is Alex Westhead, and he works for SCC up in White Bear Lake. And Alex, first of all, welcome to our broadcast, and welcome to Auggie Game Central.
Well, Tom, thanks for having me. Auggie fans, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Certainly hope to bring you some of the best of Division III college athletics as we move on.
Your brief homework on these two teams. Talk about identical teams.
I mean, you look at both teams coming in with a 5-0 record on both sides, and really the opponents which they faced weren't necessarily the highest of quality, but that 5-0 record still stands out very strong for both of these teams here today.
And both teams are 15-2 in terms of sets. And UW Eau Claire got their biggest test here the other night. They went up to St. Joe, played St. Ben's, and the Blazers were up 2-1 after 3 sets. But the Bluegolds came back and won the fourth and the fifth set. The fifth set, 15-12. Again, we're courtside here at Ernie Anderson Court. And again, Town Ritchie is upstairs. This is our Auggie pregame show. And we mentioned this is day number 1 of the Invitational. And later on at 4 o'clock this afternoon, St. Thomas will take on UW La Crosse. La Crosse won the WIAC last year. Then Augsburg and Cornell at 6 o'clock tonight, then St. Thomas and Wartburg. So we have a strong field, albeit a small field here this afternoon for the next couple of days, but we enjoy bringing you Auggie volleyball. They're coming off a win over Crown. We mentioned UW Eau Claire with a 3-2 win over St. Ben's. Our pregame show continues. We have a very special guest to talk to. And Auggie Game Day continues here in Auggie Game Central, and a chance to introduce to our Auggie volleyball family one of our newer members. She hails from the beautiful St. Croix River Valley and went to Stillwater High School. She's Kayla Jurdy, and we're going to find out a little bit about Kayla in the first 20 years or so on this planet. First of all, tell us a little bit about brothers, sisters, family, and life down in Stillwater, or Afton, I guess it is.
I have 2 older sisters. The oldest is 22, and she graduated from Eau Claire. And then my next sister graduated from, or she's going to the U right now, and she's 21. And then I have a younger brother who goes to Stillwater High School. And then I have 2 dogs at my house. We just got a puppy, so that's kind of nice. And then my parents, Mark and Beth, and yeah.
Let's talk about your athletic career. Other than volleyball, any other sports while you were growing up?
No, just volleyball.
All right, then when did you first take up the sport?
I think I started in like 2nd grade because my sister played, and so I just kind of like followed what she did.
Well, I have to confess, I called your name a few times. I broadcast the Cretin-Durham Hall Stillwater match last year, so I got a chance to say your name a few times. And I know you came here to Augsburg, and Rachel, she went on to, I believe, at St. Cloud State. But talk a little bit about your memories of Stillwater and playing for Bob.
I played for Bob for the 5 years I was there, and it was kind of interesting to see like where we went those 5 years. And it kind of was like a roller coaster, just going up. Like every year it got better, and then my last year we got to state, which was pretty cool to experience. But we ended up losing both games, but it was still awesome to like be a part of that.
Your decision to come here to Augsburg, and what was the recruiting process like, and what went into your decision?
I visited here 2 times, I think, and I think I just like fell in love with the team and like the city, and I wanted to be close to my sister at the U, so it was a perfect fit, I guess.
Again, Kayla Drudy, one of the 7 new faces on this roster this year. And again, last weekend, I'm guessing out in Rhode Island, a good bonding moment for all the newcomers and this team as a whole.
Yeah, it was fun. We got really close, and we each would like share a room with like 2 or 3 people, so we just like traveled from each place, and it was a fun experience to be in a different state doing other things other than volleyball.
All right, you kind of stepped into the top 7 or 8. By the way, Bob says to say hi. But your transition from high school to Division III volleyball, has it been a pretty smooth one?
Yeah, preseason was a little tough because I've never like experienced like more than 1 practice a day, so that was different, and it was more like intense practices. But now I think it's a lot better than it was during preseason.
Your main spot is the left side. Have you always played out there?
During my first years of club, I played middle, and then my coach moved me over to outside like 5 years ago, I think, and I've been there ever since.
Your take on this volleyball squad and just how far can this club go? I know we're off to 4-0 start. We haven't played many, but what's your take on what this team could do this year?
I think we can make it to the national tournament. I don't really know what any of the other teams look like yet because this is my first year, but I think we have a good shot.
All right, Kayla, finally, last question. Coming here to school, is there a degree or course of study you were going to pursue?
Not right now. I'm undecided, but maybe something like business or marketing.
All right, well, we welcome you to our Augie volleyball family. Wish you the best of luck and going to talk about you for the next few years. My only request from you, young lady, is try to convince Maddie to change her mind, and not Illinois, but talk about Maddie coming here to Augsburg.
Yeah, okay, I'll ask her.
We're talking about an all-state middle hitter coming out of Stillwater. But thank you, Kayla, and the best of luck.
Thank you.
Kayla Drudy, our special guest as Augie Game Day continues here on Augie Game Central.
Well, while we have the time, we want to thank some of our sponsors again. Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit us at tcomn.com. And once again, we're also brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of the Auggies and building better every day. Stop by your nearest location to learn how great things can be accomplished when you work together. Wells Fargo, building better every day.
There we go. Welcome back. Kind of scrambling here. We were hoping Ken was going to have the starters for us, so we just got the starters like 30 seconds ago. So let's give you those first of all. And first of all, for UW Eau Claire, the Bluegolds, I mentioned 5-0 last year, went 17-11 overall. They went 6-1 in the WIAC, finished behind UW La Crosse, lost to Whitewater in their conference tournament. First of all, Madeline Peshaban. She's a senior out of Minneapolis Southwest High School, and she's their leading attacker with 66 kills on the season. The setter is a senior out of Kimberly High School, Appleton, Wisconsin, Madison Surprise. A middle hitter out of Germantown, Wisconsin, 4th leading hitter on the club. A sophomore, number 21, Krista Meyer. Their libero is out of Stillwater, Taylor Scalia, and she is a sophomore. Older sister Sarah is going to be playing basketball for Lindsay Whalen at the University of Minnesota. Also starting for the Bluegolds, Abby Volk, and she's a freshman out of Wilmer, number 7. And in the middle is Kendra Byrol. She's a sophomore from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Their 2nd leading hitter with 60 kills on the season. And one of their outside hitters, Mackenzie Bachman, a sophomore, played her high school volleyball for the Cheska Hawks. And now they're starting lineup for your Augsburg Auggies. First of all, at libero. And that's Macy Churro, the 2-time defending MIAC Defensive Player of the Year, the 5'4" senior from Osceola, Wisconsin. The center is Morgan Malley, 5'8" senior from Fillmore Central High School, Harmony, Minnesota. The left side hitter, and we just got done talking with Kayla. Kayla was our leading attacker against Crown the other night. only player in double figures. She had 11 kills to Paces. Kayla, again out of Stillwater, just a first year. And the other side, on the right side, will be Sydney Zachary. Sydney was second in the club the other night. A 5'9" junior out of Bloomington Jefferson High School. And Megan Quam, 6-foot junior from Kenny, Wanamingo. Corinne Evans in the middle, the sophomore from Bold High School. And finally, Jada Boyson in the middle, a 5'10" first year, and she is from Rochester Mayo High School. And those are the starting lineups for head coach Jane Becker. And your Augsburg Auggies, UW Eau Claire. Their coaching staff is Kim Woody. She's in her 12th year. She's a graduate of Eau Claire. Our assistants are Jody Ryson and Aaron Kaufman. And we welcome home Alexandra Berger. She was on staff here for a couple of years before going to Eau Claire. And right now, I believe we're going to get our national anthem. Again, from Randy Anderson Court here at Simon Melby Hall, our national anthem, 37th annual invitational. Marion Florian, our former athletic director, she was a big cog in putting all this together a number of years ago. Of course, Ken is her husband, and he is our public address announcer here tonight. Have a busy schedule involving our MIAC school. St. Kate's is up in Ashland, Wisconsin, taking on Rockford earlier this morning. Carleton is in Appleton facing Beloit. St. Kate's also has Concordia, Chicago this afternoon. Gustavus is down in Dubuque, Iowa. They're playing Dominican, Illinois. St. Ben's is hosting their own tournament. They're hosting Valley City State. St. Mary's and UW Stevens Point at Point. And Carleton at Ripon, UW La Crosse, St. Thomas, of course, right here. Concordia also up at St. Ben's, and Bethel is also at Stevens Point. So a couple of 5-0 teams, 15-2 in sets. The Bluegolds defending the court to our left. Blue and gold, of course, their color scheme. Auggies in the court to our right. Burgundy and white. Best 3 out of 5. Get to 25. Winning 3 for the Auggies. Get out of here an hour and 15 minutes. Perfect script. And let's see who's going to get the serve first. Looks like the Auggies are. Both teams coming off wins, as I mentioned the other night on Wednesday. The MICAC is a conference. There's something like 38-9 over the first weekend. Morgan Malley will serve first for the Auggies, again from right to left. And Malley serve just clears the net. Dug out by Scalia. They go back set the tip. Blocked by the Auggies. Had a great night against Crown at the net last on Wednesday. Here's Turl in the back row. Malley goes middle set. Boyson gets blocked. The freshman from Rochester Mayo. Turl sits up Zachary. She goes cross court, and he popped up by Bachman at the net over the double block. There's Terrell again. They go left side for Zachary. Cindy shot, and we have the Bluegolds called for in the net. The Auggies take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Tom, if that first round there is an indication of anything, we could be in line for a very long game here today. The rally was long, and we'll see what they can do with it here.
There's an ace for the Auggies. Auggies had 5 aces the other night. Morgan Malley with the ace for the Auggies. The Auggies have a 2-1 lead. A 2-0 lead, excuse me. Malley, one of our leading servers last year, and back-to-back aces for the Auggies. Let's see what Morgan did in the serving department. Malley has her 6th ace of the season, 3-0 in favor of the Auggies. And off the serve again, popped up by Bachman. And they set the far side. Shot goes cross court, and it's good off that left pin. And putting it down is Madeline Pashabin from Minneapolis Southwest High School, her 67th kill of the season. And it'll be 1 serving 3. And back to the line is Amber Karn out of Middleton, Wisconsin. There is Boyson with a teardrop over the net, sent back by the Bluegolds. Jurdy goes up front. Malley goes back side, right side, quad shot off the block. And it's kept alive there by Abby Volk. Sent back by the Bluegolds. Attack here, point for the Auggies. It is 4-1.
Well, ideally, when you're right on the net there, you're looking for one of the back corners where you can find some space on the court, and that's exactly what they tried to do there. Unfortunately, just a little too strong for the Bluegolds.
And Sydney Zachary sends it across, sent back and down. Hammering it home is Krista Meyer, the young lady out of Germantown. She picks up her 31st kill of the season. And it'll be 2 serving 4 back at the service line. Krista Meyer. And Meyer served there, Sydney Zachary, and that'll be put down as an ace. An ace for the Bluegolds. Go ahead.
It was a real nice dig there from Zachary to get it up in the air, but unfortunately just not a lot she could do on that service.
Their 37th ace of the season. It's now a 3-4 game, and they give it back. Service error charge against the Bluegolds, and it's now 5-3. As Callie will come back in. Sitting down will be Krista Meyer. Boyce will come out for the Auggies. And coming in will be Macy Churl, our libero. And it's popped up in the back row. There by Abby Karn. Sent across. Taylor, there's Macy to send it across at the net. Back set shot blocked by the Auggies. Jurdy and Evans. And there's a miss hit. Attack here against UW Eau Claire. Point for the Auggies, and it is 6-3. So Turtle, Zachary, Morgan Malley, Kayla Jury, Corinne Evans, and Megan Crum on the floor for your Auggies. Surprise hits the left side. Shot put off the hands of the Auggies. Yep, they ruled a touch on the way out. Off that left pin, scoring was Matt Mackenzie Bachman, former Chaska Hawk. And some discussion with the referees, and they are still going to call it a point for the Bluegolds. Yes, they are. Coming in to do the serving is Libby Mackin. She's from Centennial, playing for the Cougars in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Serve, and I think Sydney touched it. Yes, she did. An ace for Amber Carr, a correction for Libby Mackin. And the Bluegolds are within 1. It is now 5, serving 6 here in the first set.
Well, Tom, we've seen it a couple of times now already. We're off of that service. There seems to be some sort of a trouble with reading the ball off the initial hit, and we'll see if that's a factor as the match goes on.
Corinne Evans gets one back. A quick middle set from Morgan Malley, and Evans hammers it home for the Auggies, and it is now 7-5. And on the season for the Auggies, Karina now with 34 kills. Leading the club is Kayla Drudy with 44. 7-5 Auggies by 2. And now into the match for the Auggies, Lexi Lang, first year out of Rochester Mayo High School. She and Jade Boyson both playing for the Spartans down there in the Big 9 Conference. Lexi served right to left, 7 serving 5. And popped up in that back row by Jetta Phillips. Put over the net, free ball. Bluegolds at the net, quick set the middle, they score. Nice quick set from Surprise, and hammered home by Abby Karn, and it is 6-7. And now Karn will come out back into the match. For the Bluegolds is Madeline Pechabin. The leading hitter, mentioned out of Minneapolis Southwest High School. 6 serving 7. Bachman serving. And Macy Churl just barely gets to the serve. Evans from behind the line. Sends it across up front. Surprise sets the middle. Shot. And there's Zachary back in the back row. Off that right side. Lang goes cross. Surprise goes left pin. Shot partially blocked. And Turl with a save. Free ball to net. Blocked. Set back by the Bluegolds again. A good rally again in the middle. They shot. Oh, what a save there by Kayla Jurdy. Off the hands of Lexi Lang. Another shot. That one's blocked by the Auggies. My goodness, if that's the take of action we're going to have this afternoon, my goodness.
Well, Tom, another fantastic rally there between the two squads, and it looked like there were a couple of moments there where the ball was right outside, but they were able to bring it back in. And so far, that's a point for Augsburg and a great rally.
Kayla Jurdy will come on. Jalen Rios, our transfer from Totina Grayson Capital University, Capital College in Ohio, coming in to play defensive specialist and for the back row. Kill put down by the Bluegolds. And now coming in to play the middle is Krista Meyer, mentioned out of Germantown. Taylor Scalia, former Stillwater Pony. She gives one back. Service aired. Charge to the Bluegolds. It's 9-7. And now Cookie Shania will come in. And so will Jane Boyce and Karina Evans will come on. And Macy Trill will come on. Cookie Shania, sophomore from St. Paul Johnson High School. Defensive specialist, sends it deep. Popped up front. They go middle, shot put down, and then Shania with a save. Malley goes quick set. Boyson gets blocked to the net. Shania to save in the back row. And bumped across there by Rios. Scalia goes up front, back set, shot put down, cross court, and good. Krista Meyer goes cross court, brings the Bluegolds within one. It is 8 serving 9.
Well, he took just something a little off that ball as it looked like it faded as it was heading down to the ground, and it was a great effort to get over there and be ready for it. But, I mean, just without that ball was going, not a whole lot you could do on that dig attempt.
Jenna Phillips comes out, and Libby Mackin coming in. 8 serving 9. Back at the service line is Madison Surprise, their center. Augie ball, near side, Sydney Zachary scores! Zachary passing shot right down the line. And as Sydney on the season now with 59 kills, I believe it is. Yep, 59. And the Augies have a 2-point lead. Their biggest lead was that 4-1, a 3-point lead. Morgan Malley, one of our 3 seniors, back at the line. Morgan goes hard serving in the net. Service there against the Augies, who got a first tie tonight at 9-9. And with that, coming back in is Amber Karn. And Maddie Peshabin setting down. Karn served. They're picking out Sydney Zachary. They set up the left side. Quam shot blocked, but saved there by Jalen Rios. They go back set shot blocked by the Augies again. And in the net, no 4-hit call against UW Eau Claire. And the Augies get the lead back. It is now 11-9. Kayla Jurdy will come in. Jalen Rios will sit down. Sydney Zachary, Macy Turtle, Morgan Malley, Jade Boyson, Kayla Jurdy, and Megan Quam on the floor for Augies, leading 11-9. First set. And Scalia goes up front. They set up the left side. Shot cross court. There's Turtle again from the back row. Sydney takes off and scores! I think it went out of bounds, Alex, but it was touched on the way out. And a point for Kayla.
Well, I mean, it was a perfectly aimed shot, too, because, I mean, when you're on that back line and you don't know if it's going in or out, you got to make an effort to try and get that ball. So a great shot and a good point for the Augies.
Oh, we give one back. Service here, charge to the Augies. It's now 10 serving 12. Scalia will come out. And coming back in is Kendra Byro from Marshfield, Wisconsin. She's their second leading hitter with 60 kills on the season. And off the serve, Jurdy goes up front. Turl to Kayla Jurdy. And the ball, I think, may have hit the antenna, went out of bounds. So a point for the Bluegolds. That's 11, serving 12 again. We're in the first set. Krista Meyer serving. There's Jurdy. Malley goes back set right side. Quam shot blocked by the Bluegolds. And the Bluegolds with a block, and we're tied for the second time at 12-all.
I see that a lot of time on those plays at the net where eventually if you just give it enough effort on that ball, you can send it to the corner. And if there are 6 players right on the net, it's going to be tough to go back out and reach for it.
Augie ball from the back row. Sent across by the Augies. They set the middle. Shot put down at the fade of Sydney Zachary, and a point for the Bluegolds. And they had their first lead tonight at 13-12. Serving again is Krista Meyer. And back row, Macy goes up front. Morgan Malley near side. Kayla shot, scores! Kayla Jordan hammers one home. The freshman phenom from Stillwater. Scalia will come in. Meyer will come out for the Auggies. Boyson will come out. Corinne Evans will come back in. Tie number 3, this time at 13-all. Turtle serve, back row. Played up front. Surprise the middle. Shot blocked by the Auggies. Nope. The block went off the Auggies and down. Our fanny spot sometimes with the net right in front of us. Can't tell which side of the net it drops. But a block and the lead for UW Eau Claire. They lead 14-13. Libby Mackin serving left to right. Hits the tape. Saved by the Auggies. Right pin. Quam gets blocked. Keeps it alive. They set up Kayla off the left pin through the double block. And as blue gold ball, surprise goes left side. Shot down the line. And good. What a play by Mackenzie Bakken. Off a quick set from Madison Surprise. And the Blue Golds have their biggest lead at 15-13.
Just another well-aimed ball right at the feet where the back line doesn't have a whole lot of options.
Quam sets it across on the third hit. Surprise goes middle. Shot blocked there by Corinne Evans. Evans with a clean solo block for the Auggies. It'll be 14 serving 15. Karina, sophomore out of Bloomington, Blaine High School. Quam comes out, and Lexi Lang will come back in for the Auggies. So Lang, Zachary, Evans, Malley, Jurdy, and Turtle on the floor for your Auggies. The serve by Lang. And going to her knees to save it there was Amber Quam at the net. Back set right side shot. And this Macy does save. Lang in the back row. Zachary takes off, sends it deep and out of bounds. City mistimed her jump from back behind the line. Sent it deep. And point for the Blue Golds on the attack here. And Karn will come out. It was Krista Meyer coming back in. No correction. That was Madeline Pasherman coming back in. Here's Kayla off the left pin, off the block, and good. Kayla Jurdy gets us back within 1. 15 serving 16. Jalen Rios will come in. Kayla Jurdy will sit down. Augsburg and UW Eau Claire. Auggies beat the Blue Golds last year here in the tournament. Auggies went 3-1. Eau Claire went 2-1. Served by Rios. Played up front. Surprise goes quick set. Shot blocked by the Auggies. Kept alive by Scalia. Again, they set the middle off the double block. And there's Malley for Macy. Near side, Zachary Sidney sends it deep. Goes up front. They go cross court. Far side shot blocked by the Auggies. Oh, what a save by Malley and sent back. Good defense by the Auggies. Blue Gold balls. Middle shot. And there's the save by Rios. And Evans sends it deep and out of bounds. Great save in the back row, but not much you can do with that pass, and just try to get it over. And Karina didn't have any idea what the floor looked like.
Well, there were a couple of excellent saves right there, too, at the net as the ball was just going back and forth right along that net, and it was a great play just to keep it alive, but that seems a little more to the right, and that's a point for Augsburg.
Well, back set by Morgan Malley. Karina Evans converts, and the Auggies drawn within 1. It'll be 16 serving 17. Boyson will come in. Macy Tyrrell will come out. And back of the line is Corinne Evans, trying to get this one back to 17-all. And floats it deep. Stopped up there in the back row by Bachman at the net. Shot put down and good. Good middle hit as Pashavin nails it for the Blue Golds. It is 18-16. Evans will come out. And Macy Tyrrell will come back in. And the Blue Golds going back to the service line. Here's Madison Surprise from Appleton, Wisconsin. 18 serving 16. Rios' pass, Malley, near side, Zachary Sidney off the double block. Kept alive by the Blue Golds, high in the air. Left pin, set cross court. There's Sidney again. Back set, slide move. Boyson goes cross court and scores. Jade Boyson as they went there with the slide move, the back set. And Jade scores, and the Auggies are within 1. Lang coming out, Quam coming back in. 17 serving 18. Again, you have to win by a couple. The ball, Blue Golds, back set, right side shot, blocked by the Auggies, but out of bounds. A point for the Blue Golds. Abby Volk will get the point. And at 19-17. And Pashabin will come out, and coming in for the Blue Golds is Amber Karn. And off the serve, and the Bluegolds give one back on the service here. Sometimes in volleyball, serving is the last part of the game that comes around early in the season.
And you know, Tom, for both of these teams, the errors on services haven't been a very weak point for either team this season so far, both in the 30s through 5 matches. But, I mean, if it's going to be a big point of contention, it's a nice kill there for Eau Claire, rather. But it's going to be a point of contention. If you make those service errors, it's going to be tough to stay ahead in the match and then to win that game through that.
Bachman just got that last point. Kendra Byro coming in to the match. And the Bluegolds now lead 20-18, and Coach Jane Becker will call a timeout. Timeout on the floor here at Ernie Anderson Court. This is part of a triple header day on Augie Game Central. And again, the Auggies and Cornell later on tonight. And then at 7:30 tonight, the Augie men's soccer team, they beat Crown last night 7-0. They will host the University of Minnesota Morris. And we'll have that game for you on Augie Game Central.
Minnesota Coaches is the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or to request a quote. Thank you very much to Minnesota Coaches. And lastly, Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani's is located right across the street and offers the amazing Augie-matic discount. Get 10% off of any order. Just tell them you want the Augie-matic discount at Devani's.
And for updates and info on all Augsburg University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information, all 21 of our Augie varsity sports. It's your online home for Augie Athletics. If it's happening in Augie Sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. And Coach Jane Becker will send out Boyson, Jurdy, Quam, Malley, Zachary, and Turrell. And back at the service line for the Bluegolds is Krista Meyer. Madison's prize, of course, the setter. She's out there off the serve. Jurdy goes up front. Malley goes backside, right side. Quam shot, scores! Megan Quam, good back set by Morgan Malley. The Auggies are within one at 19-20. And Taylor Scally will come in. And sitting down is Krista Meyer. Jade Boyce will come out. And Queen Evans will come back in. Our two middles. Served by Macy. Scally up front, surprise. Chases down the pass for the back row. Sent deep. Oh, what a save by Macy. Malley, quick set. Evans. Shot put down. Not a save for the back row. Sydney Zachary. Malley backs at right side. Quam shot off the block. Kept alive at the net. Shot put down and called for in the net. Actually, 2-hit call against UW Eau Claire. And the Auggies have come back from 2 down to tie this one up at 20-20. So the race to 25 is on. Macy Turrell serve. Back row. And there is Amber Carn sent back by the Bluegolds and sent across by the Auggies. Surprise sends it over. Malley for Macy. Right side Quam over the double block. Kept alive. Scally goes high in the air. From behind the line, they send it deep. Macy goes up front. Malley near side. Kayla shot. And a soft one. And it's saved there by Carr. Free ball net blocked by the Auggies. Jurdy and company. Malley back set from Megan. Floats it over. Sent back by the Bluegolds. But out of bounds. And give Megan the point. And our second lead change. The Auggies have taken the lead at 21-20.
Well, it's an excellent choice by Quam on that far side to go for the gentle teardrop as opposed to the kill, because I don't think the Bluegolds were expecting that at all.
So 21-20 here in the first set. We mentioned this is the 37th annual Augie Volleyball Invitational. 6 teams competing. We'll have 4 matches today, 4 more tomorrow. Augies will be playing tomorrow morning at around 10 o'clock, and Matt Nelson will join us on the broadcast tomorrow. I mentioned UW Eau Claire, and they're 5-0. Beat Western and New England out in Union, New Jersey. Beat Vassar College, Keene College, wherever that is, Riviera College, another 3-0 win. And then we mentioned they drove all the way up to St. Joe, west side of St. Cloud, and they had a dandy from what everybody tells us from at Claire Lynch Hall. And it was 2-1 St. Ben's going into the 4th set. And somehow the Bluegolds came back and won the 4th set and then dominated the 5th set, winning, I believe it was 15-12. But my spies tell me it was a great match. 2 good teams. St. Ben's was in the preseason poll ranked in the top 4 here in the conference, along with Gustavus, St. Thomas. St. Ben's, the Auggies. And coming out of the coming out of the break, Macy Turrell will serve from right to left, 21-20 in favor of the Auggies. Macy, good hard serve, and an ace for the Auggies. Auggies with another ace. I think that's their third ace tonight. We'll get all the stats from Kelly Anderson-Dirks and Ashley Holmes down there. And the Auggies have a 2-point lead. And now coming into the match is Kelsey Kowitz. She's from St. Croix Lutheran High School, out there in West St. Paul. And off the serve, she plays it up front. They set the middle, shot blocked by the Auggies, kept aligned by the Bluegolds. Surprise, right pin, shot, cross court. Malley with the save. Quam goes high in the air from back row. Sydney Zachary puts it in the net. Sadie mistimed her jump, put it off the heel of her hand. And a 22-21 substitution for the Bluegolds. And coming in is Jenna Phillips, as Abby Volk will sit out. So 21 serving 22 here in set number 1. And the serve by Phillips. Augie ball, third hit. Kayla down the line. And it's got in that back row by Kowitz. Sent across by the Bluegolds. And I believe it hit the antenna. Yes, it did. They ruled it out of bounds. Miss hit for the Bluegolds. Augie's lead now 23-21. Quamat. Lexi Lang will come back in to do the serving. It's Malley, Jurdy, and Evans up front. Macy Trill, Sydney Zachary, and Lexi Lang in that back row. Say you can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts in 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. You'll also be able to watch and listen to archived events on demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the live stats and webcast link, or click the Augie Live link on game days. Coming up tomorrow from Mequon, Wisconsin, on the beautiful shores of Lake Michigan, about half an hour north of Milwaukee. Tomorrow, the Augie football team, game number 2, and they'll be hosted by the Falcons of Concordia, Wisconsin. And the broadcast, the link to the broadcast, we're not, our crews are not broadcasting, but we're taking the feed from Concordia, Wisconsin. And the link to the broadcast, I want to watch and listen, go to the Augie Game Central. Don's got the link right there. Augies are back home to open up in the conference against Concordia Mora, the Converse, and that'll be next Saturday. Scotty Betty will be back to call that. 23-21. This is double set point for the Augies. And again, Lexi Lang back to the service line. Another of our freshmen out of Rochester Mayo. Lang serve back row. Scotty pops it up. She's down by surprise. They go left wing, and it's blocked by Evans and company. There's a block. Another block. Queen Evans and company a block in here. A set point at 24-21. And the Augies have scored 6 of the last 7 points to take a 3-point lead, equaling their biggest lead. Lexi trying to finish out the first set. Good hard serve. Back row surprise from behind the line. Sent deep. What a save by Macy. Malley chases down the pass. Sets up Kayla. Left hand. Scores! Kayla Jurdy for Morgan Malley. And Kayla Jurdy puts the nail in the coffin, picking up the kill. And the Augies winning the first set 25-21. We hope to have the stats from Ashley and company here in just a bit. Mind our broadcast here on Augie Game Central is made possible by...
Well, whether you're traveling for work or taking a vacation from it, the Courtyard Minneapolis downtown helps you put more play in your stay. From the gym and the pool to redesigned guest rooms and social lobby space, they've got you covered. Visit them at courtyardminneapolis.com/Augsburg. Make room for a little fun at Courtyard. Owned and operated by Augsburg alumnus 360 Wow Inc. is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK, You Move Me, and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great job on a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowinc.com. The Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics. Located in Minneapolis' historic Seven Corners district, the Corner Bar is the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous Joey Wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit thecorner.bar for more information on the Corner Bar.
All right, here comes Ashley with the stats. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley Holmes in the SID department, also our assistant coach for the women's soccer team. She handles the defense for the Auggies. In that first set, just 121. They hit over 500 against Crown the other night. We had 5 errors, 9 for 33, 5 errors, 121. And the Bluegolds, not much better. They hit 122, 13 of 49 with 7 errors. Aces for the Bluegolds, they had a couple. As Krista Meyer had 1, Libby Mackin had 1. They had 1 team block. For the Auggies, they had 3 aces. Morgan Malley had 2. Macy Churl had 1, 3 blocks. One of a solo variety. That will by Karina Evans. The individual totals, first of all, for Eau Claire, Albie Volk with 1. Kendra Byerly with 2. Mackenzie Bachman with 5. Madeline Fishman with 3. And Krista Meyer with 2. For the Auggies, Kayla Jurdy, including that set winner, she has 3. Sydney Zachary has 2. Megan Quam has 1. Karina Evans has 2. And Jade Boyson has 1. So those are the individual stats. Mention the schedule on our pregame show. A lot of different sites here this weekend for the MIAC schools. By the way, we mentioned soccer tonight against the University of Minnesota Morris. The women will be at UW Eau Claire tomorrow afternoon in Eau Claire. They'll be back home on the 15th, open up conference play against Bethel University. Thank you, Don. Don Sooner setting up the stat screen. You found it before I did.
Well, Tommy, think about the play there in that first set. It looked like Eau Claire was looking to take the lead and really take control of that set. But then after Augsburg took that timeout, they went on a significant run to really put that set away. And I don't think Eau Claire looked like the same team after that point. So we'll see what happens here in the second set. But a great way to close out that first set and get that first set on the board for Augsburg.
And for the Bluegolds, there in the court to our right. And on the floor there is Mackenzie Bachman, Krista Meyer, Madison Surprise, Kendra Borlo. And let's see, also out there is Kelsey Wowitz. Kelsey Cowitz. And the libero is Skinner Scanley for Courtine Becker. Jade Boyson, Megan Quam, Sydney Zachary, Morgan Malley, Macy Churl, and Kayla Gertie on the pool for your Auggies. And serving first for the Bluegolds. And Churl to dig it out, sent across by the Auggies, and off a block and good. The Auggies take a 1-0 lead. And the antenna blocked my view. Did you see who got that kill?
I did not know.
Okay. Well, they're going to give the kill to Sydney Zachary, and Sydney has her third of the match. 1-0. Sydney Zachary serving left to right. As Scalia goes up front. Surprise goes set near side. Shot through the block and good. Hammering it home straight down as Madeline Fashevin. And Madeline picking up her 4th kill. One behind Bachman, and we're tied at 1-1. Served by Scalia. There's Sydney Zachary up front. Malley goes left side. Shot by Jurdy off the block. Nice save in the back row by Cowitz. Across court pass off the double block. And Macy to save it again. A free ball. Nice block at the net again. And there's a finger roll by Kayla Jurdy. Surprise goes near side. Shot. And getting blocked is Pashevin. Surprise pushing it across herself. Quam got a return set. No, sent across by Boyson. Up front. Shot blocked by Quam. Saved by Quam. Back row. Macy Churl sends it over the net. Bluegolds again from the back row. The swing put down by Bachman. Augie ball. Left pin. Kayla Jurdy scores. Kayla Jurdy picking up her 4th, and the Augies take the lead back at 2-1. Another long rally by both teams. Boyson at Evans back in for the Auggies.
Well, we've talked about these long rallies that we've seen a number of times in this match here. If you're Augsburg, you want to make sure you're on the winning end of those just for the confidence sake. And if you're Eau Claire, you got to be doing a better job of keeping that ball and putting it in spots where Augsburg can't get to, because they haven't done that in this match.
Back row swing by Sydney Zachary near side for Pashman. Shot scores. Pashman picking up her second kill this set, her fifth. And we're tied at 2 apiece. And coming into the match is Abby Volk. And sitting down is Kelsey Kowitz. Deuce apiece, surprise to serve. Picking on Sydney Zachary. Macy Turlow bumping across. There's Skelly, the opposite libero. They go near side for Pashman. Off the block and scores again. Maddie Pashman with her sixth kill, 3 in this set. He's just down across the freeway, down at Minneapolis Southwest High School. 3-2, Eau Claire with the lead. Augie ball. And from the back row, the Bluegolds send it up front. Pashman one more try. And this time to dump, miss hit in the net. And on the attacker point for the Auggies, it's 3-3. Megan Quam comes out. Lexi Lang will come back in. Lang, Zachary, Malley, Evans, and Jurdy on the floor. Lang with a 3-3 serve. Bluegolds ball near side. Pashman, Maddie shot is good off the block. She is taking charge here in this set. She has all 4 points. Now she's going to get a rest as she will sit down. And Mackenzie Bachman will come in. 4-3 now in favor of the Bluegolds. And the serve by Amber Karn. Sent across by the Auggies. And point for the Auggies. Morgan Malley with a teardrop there at the net. And Morgan, I think that's her first kill. Yes, it is. And we're tied at 4-4. Jalen Rios in the match for the Auggies. 1-0 Auggies. Down 20-18. Came back 25-21. Jalen serve. Scotty goes to her knee. Save surprise. Shot. And in the back row, there's Lang. Middle. Evans pushes it deep. Played high up front. Surprise goes quick set. And through the middle. It is Chris DeMeyer. Hammers it through the double block. And Chris DeMeyer picks up her third kill. Scalio will come out. And Kendra Fyro will come in for the Bluegolds as they have a 5-4 lead once again. And the serve by Chris DeMeyer. Augie ball. Evans will have to bump it across. Surprise will set the near side. Shot put down the line. And good. Mackenzie Bachman, straight shot right down the line. And Bachman has her team leading 6th. Correction, she now is 2nd. She has 6. Pashman has 7. And the Bluegolds have a 2-point lead. That equals their biggest lead in the first set, 2 points. Rios to pick off the serve. From the back row, Evans through the double block. Bluegolds ball. They set the middle. The floater. There's Macy Turtle. Malley, middle. Evans. Shot scores. Karina Evans, our sophomore in the middle. And Karina picking up her third kill. Auggies within 1. 5 serving 6. Evans out. And Shania in. And coming out for the Auggies is Boyson and Jade Fullerton, the 6'1" first year from Mounds View High School, the Mustangs. Coming in. She didn't play against Crown the other night. And she has a bright future. We have 2 freshmen and 1 sophomore in the middle. We got a good future here. Oh, what a save by Jalen Rios. At the net, Rios goes back, set shot put down, and good. Shot put down by Abby Volk. And Abby has her second kill. 7-5 in favor of the Bluegolds. Shania will come back out, and Karina Evans will come back in for the Auggies. And a switch for the Bluegolds. And coming in is Libby Mackin, and Abby Volk will sit down. 7 serving 5, second set. Mackin serve has an ace. There's the third ace of the night for the Bluegolds, and they have a 3-point lead, their biggest lead of the match. Libby Mackin has her second ace tonight. 8-5 serve. Thank you. Gives it back on his service there, their 5th. And it's 8-6. And Quam will come in. Mackin will sit down. And Libby Mackin came out for the Bluegolds. And coming back in is Kelsey Cowitz. Serving is Maddie. Surprise sets the middle. Shot blocked by the Auggies. Bluegolds to keep it alive. Off the left pin. Blocked again by the Auggies. Auggies with their fourth block. Their third double block. And we're within one. It's 7, serving 8 as Morgan Valley will go back to the service line. Malley, Macy Churl, and Stephanie Hexler, 3 seniors. Here's a shot in the back row. Rios with a save and rolled across by Malley. They set the near side shot over the block, but there's Rios. Oh, in the net. And in the net, Fullerton. Jade Fullerton's number gets called for the first time. She gets called for in the net. Point for the Bluegolds. And Mackenzie Bachman back in 9-7 Bluegolds, 1-0 in sets. And it is floated across. Turl goes up front. They set the middle, and Fullerton gets blocked. Malley, left side for Quam, rolls it across. High in the air, surprise, quick sets the middle, cut put down, and good. Plus the fact we got the Auggies and Jade Fullerton in the net once again. Little freshman nerves there for Jade. It is 10-7 Bluegolds. Sydney Zachary goes up front, free ball. Malley plays it off the net, sent back by Quam. Played up front, surprise, the middle, over the double block, and it's popped up by Malley. They go right side for Quam, shot blocked. Malley again, pops it up. Turl from Megan, shot blocked again. Another potent block on that left side, our right side, and the Bluegolds have a 4-point lead.
Well, for a lot of, as I get a timeout here, there's a lot of points that have come for Eau Claire that have been those kind of tough break kind of points where it's been a ball at somebody's hands and they just can't do anything with it, or it's been a ball right at somebody, but again, there's not a whole lot you can do with the ball, and I think that eventually those points will start coming back Augsburg's way, and we should start to see, again, that back and forth that we saw in that first game.
Again, the Bluegolds, 5-0 in the season. Kim Woody, a graduate of UW Eau Claire back in 2000. She's in her 12th year, all at her home campus. Jody Risen and Aaron Kaufman, the assistant coaches, graduate assistants out of Northern Michigan. And Augsburg University, Alexandra Berger, going to Eau Claire to do some graduate studying. And she's now on the staff. We wish her the best of luck. And we lost another coach, Courtney Lemke, our setter from years past. She took over as head coach at Ridgewater Community College, Ian Hutchinson, in her first year. And we got 2 other coaches. Emily Falkin going out to Portland. And Jen Jacobs going out to Augustana. So Coach Jane Becker's coaching academy. We've lost 4 of the last 3 years. Well, we wish all of our former coaches all the best of luck. A nice pipeline and nice reputation for the Auggies.
Oh, and Tom, as somebody coming from outside the Augsburg program so far here, it's nice to see that pipeline, as you said there, of coaches going out and doing successful things in other colleges.
Bachman serving, Rios popping it up. They go slides, Fullerton in the net. Jade Fullerton mistiming her jump attack here, and the Bluegolds have a 5-point lead at 12-7. And Mackenzie Bachman serving. What a save by Macy. Off the left pin, Quam goes cross court. Scalia lays out to save it. Off the near side, Pashabin. Her shot is partially blocked. Augie ball off the net. The left side, Sydney Zachary through the double block and scores. Sydney Zachary picking up her 4th, and that breaks the string of about 4 in a row. It'll be 8 serving 12. Kayla Jurdy will come in. Jalen Rios will come out. And going back to the line will be Sydney Zachary for the Auggies. Part of our 5-member junior class. We've got 3 seniors and 5 juniors, 7 freshmen. Here's Pashabin. Oh, my. Put the radar gun on that one. Pashabin with another kill, and she's got 5 this set, 8 tonight. Big Bluegold contingent across the way in the far stands. 13-8 serve, and Macy can't handle it. Ace serve for the Bluegolds. That's their 4th, and Scally will pick up that ace. And Sarah has her first ace. It is 14-8 here in the second set. Scally this time floats it over. Jurdy for Malley. Back to Kayla. This shot blocked. Saved by Macy. Malley. Quick set. Fullerton shot. And it's saved in that back row. And it's bumped across by Cowitz. Augie ball up front. Third hit. Megan. Right pin. Off the block. Scalia goes up front for surprise. Back set. Oh, what a finger by Maddie. Surprise. fooled everybody. Just went up and just flicked it over her head and down for a point.
Well, what a surprise from surprise there. Just flipping it over her head. No look shot there on the far side, and an excellent play for the Bluegolds.
Maddie surprised with the point of first kill. Then they give it back at a service here. And it is now 15-9 serving 15. And substitution. Boyce will come in. Fullerton will sit down. Wait a minute. No, they both have to sit down. A little rotation mishandled there. And the Auggies give it back on their third service here of the night. Abby Bulk will come in. Kelsey Cowitz will sit down. 16-9. 7-point lead for the Bluegolds. And surprise to serve. Just clears that. Macy with a save. In the middle. Shot put down by Evans. Scalia high in the air. Near side. Pashavin down the line. Sydney Zachary pops it up. You set the left pin. Kayla off the block. Scalia's pass for surprise. Backset. Finger roll. Macy to save. Back row swing. Sydney. Oh, almost knocked over a bowling pin back there. Pashavin behind the line. And a block by Evans. And Quam from the back line. Floated across by the Bluegolds. Macy up front. Left pin Jurdy down the line. And the Bluegolds, another long rally sent deep. There's Sydney Zachary. Morgan chases down the pass. Quam on the right pin. Sends it deep. Scraped off the floor. Surprise middle. We have a carry. Yep, 2 hits called against UW Eau Claire. That took about 10 minutes for 1 point. You're going to make us work there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's a testament to the strength of both of these programs, how they can keep those rallies going.
Now 10 serving 16. Lexi Lang to serve for the Auggies. Bluegolds ball. Near side Passion. Maddie shot black. Bluegolds again. And rolled across and kept the line by Kayla Jurdy. Gets it back. Kayla goes deep and scores. Kayla off balance, off the wrong foot, floated across and somehow found the tape. And Kayla Jurdy with the point. Sometimes it's got to be lucky and more than good.
Well, there was a tiny seam in that far near side corner for Augsburg, and she found the perfect spot for it.
11 serving 16. Scalia for Pashavin from the back row. Sent back by Mackenzie Bachman. Augie ball in the middle. Evans scores! Karina Evans on the quick set for Morgan Malley. And Karina has her 4th kill. And the Auggies have drawn within 4. They have cut the margin from 7 down to 4. It is 12. Serving 16. Lexi Lang, Rochester Male Spartans. And the pass up front in the middle. Shot blocked by the Auggies. Here is Scalia from the back room. Sent across by Bachman. Saved by Sydney Zachary. 3rd hit. Kayla down the line. Scores! Kayla Jurdy off the block and deep. And she's got her 3rd this set. 6 tonight. Auggies within 3.
Well, now it's a rally now for Augsburg where they're finding those holes on the back line, and so far it's been working for them, where instead of trying to kill it down there in the center, they've been moving the back line and finding the corners very, very strongly.
Bluegold 3rd hit. Pashaman sends it deep and gets another one. Madeline Pashaman with her 9th kill tonight, and she will get a rest, and coming in will be Amber Karn. 17 serving 13. So the Auggies have got it within 3. It's now a 4-point lead. Karn serve. Macy Churls pass up front. Middle Evans. Shot scores. Karina Evans off the block. Got the break, and she's got 5-3 this set. Auggies within 3. Kayla Jurdy will come out. Jalen Rios will come into the match for the Auggies. 14 serving 17. Auggies winning the first set 25-21 on a kick from behind mode. Rios' serve, Scalia to her knees, goes up front near side. Shot Bachman, gets blocked by the Auggies. Kept alive by Sydney Zachary. Goes back at the slide. Evans scores! Oh, pretty play. That's how you diagram it. The slide move, the back set. Corrine Evans buries it, and the Auggies are within 2.
Well, I thought for sure Eau Claire had a chance, and they'll take a timeout here off of it. But I thought for sure Eau Claire had a chance with 2 players right in that center of the court, and it just found the hole through both of them, and a great point there for the Auggies.
And Augie game night here on Augie Game Central. I'm Tom Witchin. I look Rusted alongside the Silver Foxes upstairs, keeping us out of the air, and our broadcast made possible by
Jimmy John's is the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg athletics. They are located on the northwest corner of campus and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view their menu and their hours. Jimmy John's.
Follow Auggie Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Auggies on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all of your Auggie social media. And remember to use the hashtag Augie Pride to share your love of Auggie Athletics. This is D3 volleyball, and we've got high school football tonight. You've got, White Bear Lake Osseo tonight at the Bear Yard?
At, White Bear Stadium.
White Bear Stadium?
Yep.
It's been about 3 or 4 years since they're broadcasting there. I know they got a new press box that Tim Herman promised me about 5 years ago, and that was the last thing he built before he left as AD, the new press box. Thank you. 15 serving 17. And Jalen Rios, Lexi Long, Macy Trill, Morgan Malik, Kareen Evans, and Sydney Zachary. Rios looks over to the bench. Kareen Evans, Colleen Enriquez signaling where to serve this one. Jalen's good hard serve, back row, up front, surprise, near side, Bachman, cross court, saved by Macy, up front, and there is Macy to bump it across. Bluegolds will set it up, surprise, back set shot put down, and good. Off that right pin, scoring is Abby Bull for their third kill, and it's 18-15. Now in the match is Kendra Byrell. And back at the service line is Krista Meyer back in the match. 18 serving 15. And it hit the back line. Yes, ace. The 5th ace tonight. And Krista Meyer has her second ace. He had 19-15, so 2 in a row for the Bluegolds. This time a good hard serve is scraped out the floor by Rios. Third hit. Evans sends it deep. Meyer goes to her knees. Off the left pin, Bachman down the line. Rios goes up front. Malley pops it up. Here's Sydney Zachary going cross court. They go up front from behind the line. Bachman sends it over. Auggies to set it up. The middle. The shot by Evans. And it is saved there by Surprise. Bachman again sends it deep and out of bounds. Mackenzie Bachman on the miss hit. Point for the Auggies. It'll be 16, serving 19. Boychett will come in. Macy Churl will sit down. Cookie Shonya will come in. Karina Evans will sit down. And I apologize to Cookie. I said she was 4'10". She's 4'11". But she's a fellow resetter. Went to Johnson High School. She is serving. Bluegold ball at the net. Cookie scrapes it up the floor. Third hit. Sydney Black, but it's out of bounds. Point for the Auggies. Sydney Zachary off that left pin, picking up the kill. And she has her 5th. Auggies within 2, 17, serving 19. Cookie just clears the net, scrape the tape. They go near side. Bachman shot, scores! Oh, way too much time. Mackenzie Bachman nails her 7th and is 20-17. Abby Bulk will come out for the Bluegolds. Libby Mackin will come back in. 20, serving 17, second set. And other teams playing here in the tournament, making their way here to Cy Melby Hall. Libby Mackin to serve once again. Mackin popped up there by Sydney Zachary. Up front, back to Sydney. Puts it down the line. Saved by Mackin. Third hit. Bachman has to bump it across. As line goes up front, the finger roll by Morgan Malley, and it is good. Morgan Malley will pick up her second kill, and it's 18-20.
Well, just enough trickery on that ball to get it across the line. Again, I don't think Eau Claire was expecting that little touch pass over the net, and as a result, it brought people off of that back line. There was nobody to provide support from the back in order to try and get that ball back over for another rally.
Lang out, Quam back in. Morgan Malley back at the service line. I think both coaches are running low on substitutions. You can have just so many per set. The serve there by Morgan Malley. Low serve, or low pass off the serve. Sent back to go by the Bluegolds. They go back set. Quam off the right pin. Scores! Megan Quam picking her first kill this set, her second of the night. August are within 1. Seems we were about at this point last set. I think it was 20-18, now 20-19. August with a win 1. Malley serving back row. Played up front. Surprise goes near side for Mackin. Blocked by the Auggies. Malley to keep it alive. Macy goes up front again. Sent across by Sidney Zachary. The pass up front. They set the middle. Shot put down and good. Kendra Byro, excuse me. I got to get her last name right. Byro picking up the kill. Wait a minute. Did they rule? It was no touch.
I think they ruled off. It looked like I saw it off somebody's hand, but then I saw.
Oh, no, they did give it to her. Scoreboard has 20-20, but it should be maybe 19-21.
Yeah, it should be 21-19.
21-19, yeah. And up the serve, Macy Churl up front for Malley. And she can't handle it. There's the point. And now we got a timeout out for the clock, our scorekeeper, to change things up. There we go. Should be 22-19, shouldn't it? Or 21-19?
Should be 22-19.
22-19. Yeah. There it is. Now everybody's on the same page. Mentioned volleyball around the state of Minnesota. It is so good in high school. How about in Division III? We got 4 teams ranked in the top 20. Gustavus ranked 9th. I believe Northwestern is ranked 15th. And in Division II, of course, it's Concordia St. Paul. Actually, they're not number 1 right now. They're number 2. Nebraska Kearney is number 1, but Brady's club, they win the national title just about every year. But UMD is good. Southwest Minnesota State is good. And in Division I, of course, our Golden Gophers are now number 1 in the country. Have a tough road trip this weekend. They've got Stanford and UCLA, I think it is. Stanford, the defending national champions. But the Gophers number 1 with that young team, just the 3 seniors. And again, they do host the Final Four at the Target Center coming up in December. So good luck to Hugh McCutcheon and the crew. 22-19. Bluegolds by 3. The biggest thing you mentioned was 7. After the Auggies had got within 1, 2 in a row by the Bluegolds. And off a serve by Mackenzie Mackett. Macy Churl goes up front, back set slide. Boyson gets blocked. And the Bluegolds, just their second block tonight. 23-19 double set point for Eau Claire. From the WIAC, where they finished runner-up last year, lacrosse won it. They say Whitewater is probably the conference favorite this year. And off the serve, Macy goes to her knees to keep it alive. Guam floats it across. Bluegold ball. Middle shot put down there by Byro. And off the hands of the Auggies. Kendra picking up her 3rd kill. And here is set point for UW Eau Claire 24, serving 19. Mackenzie Buckman floats it across. Macy's pass up front. Malley backs it. Sidney Zachary through the block and good. And Sidney picking up her 6th kill for the set. It is 20, serving 24. Kayla Drity will come in. Jalen Rios will sit down. Zachary, Malley, Quam, Drity, and Boyson on the floor for your Auggies. Along with Macy. Oh, there's an ace. Hit the tape. Did the 90-degree turn, went straight down. Thank you.
Well, Tom, again, we talked about earlier in this set how those little breaks weren't going Augsburg's way at first. But, I mean, that right there, off the tape and then straight down, that's a break that the Auggies will have.
It is Bluegold ball. Shot put down and good. Oh, my. Kendra Byro with the kill, and that is game. Kendra Byro picking up her 4th kill as the Bluegolds win the second set 25-21. So identical scores, 25-21. We're 1-1 in this best 3 out of 5. Now we're best 2 out of 3. Augie game day, Augie game central. I'm Tom Wirchin. Alex Westhead riding shotgun. The Silver Fox. Tom Ritchie is upstairs. This broadcast, a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with TJ Broadcast Services. My website is tjsportsonline.net. And the broadcast also made possible by the folks at Blue Frame Technology, the Ritchie Media Group as well. And also one of our broadcast partners is Town Square Media, serving Northern Dakota County. And we're going to try to get SEC as one of our corporate sponsors, maybe broadcasting some of our matches in the future. I don't know all the technical jargon for it, but maybe they can stream some of our broadcast. And I brought that up because Alex Weston works for SEC. And you mentioned you've got non-conference football tonight.
Yeah, we got White Bear Lake Osseo tonight, and for White Bear Lake, they won last week against a very good Centennial squad that I don't think a lot of people were expecting. And for that program, for it being their first win in well over 3 years at this point, it's a good win for White Bear Lake. But you look at other teams in the conference. North St. Paul has a new coach, Gene Taglin, who's doing a great job out there at North. You also have Tartan, who's going to be in the mix in Section 5A, I think.
I know football is so messed up.
I know. And then you look at Matamidi, too, and they're just a powerhouse year in and year out. So it's a good time to be in the Fab Fours, we call them out at SEC. But, there's a lot of expectations for many of the programs out there, and especially when we get into the winter sports as well.
All right, and the east side, Stillwater trying to snap their losing streak. They lost last week. They've got... they have tonight. Mounds View tonight. And Hill Murray, Pete Percy trying to get that program turned around, and he's struggling with numbers and size and so on, but he knew what he was getting into when he took the program. It's going to take some time to establish an atmosphere for high school football for the Pioneers. Auggie game day. Let's see. We got the stats from Ashley. Yes. Auggies hit a more respectable 234, 14 of 47, just 3 errors. But the Bluegolds, 286, 17 of 49. They just had 3 errors. 6 aces for the Bluegolds and 3 blocks. The Auggies have 4 aces and 4 blocks. Individual totals, and Eau Claire, good balance. Abby Volk with 3. And Kendra Byroll with 6, including the set winner. Mackenzie Bachman with 8. Madeline Pashabin with 9. Maddie Surprise with 1, and a pretty one. Krista Meyer with 3. Auggies, we've got 3 with 6. Morgan Malley has a couple. Kayla Jurdy has 6. Sydney Zachary has 6. Megan Quam has 2. Green Evans has 6. And Jade Boyson has 1. Third set, ready to get underway here at Cy Melby Hall. And the tournament continues. What's our second match today? Turn the page here, Richie. And St. Thomas and UW Lacrosse, top team in the WIAC. St. Thomas, they were ranked. They were preseason. No, they were number 2. Gustavus preseason favorite. St. Thomas number 2 in the coaches poll starting the season. Auggies will serve first to start this third set. Again, 1 apiece. Morgan Malley, Kayla Jurdy, Sydney Zachary, Megan Quam, Jade Boyson, and Macy Turrell. Check out the Bluegolds. After the serve, Morgan Malley serve. Back row, saved by Cowitz. Nope, off her hands. Morgan Malley has yet another ace. Morgan has her 3rd ace, her 5th overall. And the Auggies take a 1-0 lead. Malley again picking on Cowitz Kelsey. And they go slide move and shot is blocked. Some people thought it may have hit the antenna. There's a block at the net by Boyson and company, and it fell just inside the line. Give the Auggies a fortunate break on a block, and it is 2-0.
Well, Tom, what we've seen so far here is the teams are very evenly matched. And it's my belief here that whoever wins this third set is going to win the match overall. And it's important for Augsburg, as a nice kill there again by Pashabin on the far side. But it's important for Augsburg to get out and have a huge early lead or a significant lead in this third set just so they can set the tempo for the rest of the game and the rest of the set.
Madeline Pashabin now in double figures with 10. Taylor Scally is serving. Auggies receiving. Third hit. Sydney Zachary off the block. Kept alive by the Bluegolds in the net. Free ball and hammered through the block right at the net. Put down. I believe that was Krista Meyer. Yep, Krista Meyer picking up that kill in her 4th. And we're tied at 2-2. First tie here in this set. Off the serve, Zachary goes up front. Malley in the middle. Quam floats it over the double block. No touch. Out of bounds. Miss hit. As the Auggies have the first hitting error of this set, and 3 in a row for the Bluegolds as they lead by a score of 3-2. Taylor Scally serve. Trudy goes up front. They set the near side. Sydney Zachary down the line. Played by Bakken up front. Sent across there. And we have the Auggies call for in the net. Jade Boyson got called for in the net. And error, Augsburg point Eau Claire. And it is now 4-2. Scalia serve, Jurdy high in the air. Malley chases it down, back to Kidda from behind the line at the net. It is blocked there by the Bluegolds and Krista Meyer. Meyer puts it down again and scores again. Krista Meyer hits it once, hits it twice, gets her 5th kill. And the Bluegolds have scored 5 in a row. It was 2-0 Augie, now 5-2. Favor of UW Eau Claire. Here's Malley setting up Sydney Zachary up the left pin. Partially blocked, kept alive by the Bluegolds, but then nobody can get to that 3rd pass. And that'll go in the book as a point for Sydney Zachary. Now takes the lead in points for the Augies, her 7th. It'll be 3 serving 5. Zachary from right to left, back row. Cowitz picked on. Bakken up front and sent across for the Bluegolds. And Pashabin, right side hit. Quam gets blocked at the net, but it goes off the block and out of bounds, making Quam against the point.
It's a nice stop, Tom, the way that Augsburg has responded to that 5-point rally, which Eau Claire had going on. It's nice to get back on the scoreboard.
4 serving 5. Net serve just clears the net. Pashabin gets one back. She had way too much time to read the floor and find out where she was going to put it. Pashabin with the 11. It is 6-4. Cowitz will come out of the match. And back in is Krista Meyer. Maddie Surprise serving at 6, serving 4. Augie ball, setting up Kayla, floats it over the double block. Backed up there by Surprise. They go left pin. Pashabin scores again. Off that left pin, ever so dangerous. She's got 3 this set, 12 tonight, and a 3-point lead for the Bluegolds. It is 7, serving 4. Surprise, floats it over the net, saved by Turtle and Jurdy. Here's Quam to send it over and scores. Megan Quam, little teardrop, saw that double block coming and threw a Brad Radke changeup right over the top of him and found on the floor. She's got a point. She's got 4. 5, serving 7. Macy Turtle for the Augies. Macy, good hard serve. Scalia for Surprise up front. Shot blocked to the net by Evans. Getting stuffed there was Krista Meyer. And I think, Karina, that's your 2nd solo block. Augie 6 block total. And Karina will get credit, I think, for a solo. And the Augies are within 1. 6, serving 7. Bachman up front for Surprise in the middle. Shot put down by Meyer, saved by Quam. Evans will send it back. Meyer for Surprise. Back set shot blocked by the Augies. Thought that would have been 4 hits, but it was blocked. Set back by the Bluegolds. One hand saved by Macy. Sydney Zachary from behind the Kayla Jurdy will bump it deep. Bachman up front. Hooks it right side shot through the block. And saved by Quam. Evans puts it down and scores. Offense and defense came together for the Augies to pick up that point. Or tied at 7 all.
It was a great reach just to keep it alive, and then the bump and the set. It wasn't much, or didn't look like much initially, but when Evans was able to put it over on that far side, nobody was there, and it's a great point for Augsburg.
Bachman's pass goes up front. Left hand, Pashabin scores. Plus the Augies got called. Karina got called for in the net. Pashabin with 13. She will come out. And Abby Karn will come in. The Bluegolds have their 2nd lead. 8, serving 7. Karn serve back row. Sydney Zachary. Malley chases down the pass. Quam from behind the 3-meter line. Sends it over. And the 3rd hit. Put deep and out of bounds. Miss hit by Abby Bull. Point for the Augies. And it's 8-8. And Lexi Lang will come in. Megan Quam will sit down. Lang, Zachary, Turl, Jurdy, Evans, and Malley on the floor for the Augies. Lang serve just clears the net. Up front, the back set, and that should be 4 hits. Yes, it is, or a carry. 4 hit called against UW Eau Claire. Point for the Augies, our 2nd lead. Our 2nd lead change. Augies now lead by a score of 9-8. And this match is 1 apiece. Lexi again goes cross court. Popped up there by Volk. Scalia goes up front, up the left pin, set across. Kiana Jurdy for Morgan. Malley slide. Karina Evans shot. And there's Volk in the back row. Surprise goes left side. Bachman through the block, sent through the block of Evans, but dug out by Jurdy. At the net, put out again. Zachary pushes it up front, setting up Kayla off the left pin. Floats it over. Scalia lays it at and saves. Blocked at the net again by Evans and Jurdy. Bluegolds ball right side, push deep. Oh, what a save by Sydney Zachary. Macy to keep it alive. Kayla to bury it. Yes! Kayla Jurdy through the double block. And she has 7. The Auggies have a 2-point lead.
Excellent rally there, Tom. Again, we've seen those back and forths go for a long time. And another great finish by Augsburg just to spike it right down on top of the Augsburg Eagle.
Served by Lang again. Oh, one service here. Taking the winds out of my sails. I was getting so pumped. 4th service here, and it is now 9 serving 10. Krista Meyer to serve for the Bluegolds. Floats it over and gets an ace. Little knuckleball there that eluded everybody. And Krista Meyer will pick, I believe, that's her 3rd ace tonight. Yes, it is, her 3rd. 7th ace by the Bluegolds, and we're tied for the 4th time. 10 apiece. Meyer served this time a little bit harder. Jurdy for Malley. Back to Kayla. Left pin. Shot cross court. Popped up in the air. They go up front. Left pin. Or left in the middle. Shot by Byro. Got blocked. And there's the Auggies. Evans and company with another block at the net. And that's the Auggies' 7th block. Auggies take the lead at 11-10. Jurdy will come out. Jalen Rios will come in for the Auggies. Good defense to the net on that rally. 2 blocks and the entire action. 11 serving 10. Bachman goes up front in the middle. Shot blocked by Evans and gets another one. Karina Evans. My goodness, Karina. Her 3rd solo block. 8 blocks for the Auggies and a 2-point lead at 12-10.
Well, Tom, the last couple of points, we've seen some great defense right at the net, and especially when you're trying to go for that block at the net, you got to get elevation to make sure you not only clear the net, but you also have room for that ball so you can block it back or spike it back down yourself.
So Jalen Rios out of Tatiana Grace High School and Capital College. Bluegolds ball, left side Bachman, blocked by Evans and company. Bluegolds again, they set the middle, shot put down, and this time it's good. Byro Kendra picking up her 7th. And we get a 1-point set. It'll be 11 serving 12. And it's coming out as Abby Volkin, and coming in as Libby Meckin. Can't believe we're only halfway to 25. And the Bluegolds give it back on their 8th service here. Thank you, 13-11 Auggies. And Shania will come in, Evans will come out, Macy Churl will come out, Jade Boyson will come in. 13-11 Auggies, set 3, 25-21. The score in both of the first 2 sets. Shania's serve, and they go up front in the middle. Shot put down and good by Byroll again. And Kendra with her 8th. Bachman has 8. Pashabin has 13. And has 12, serving 13. Evans back in. Shania will sit down. Macy Chur will come back in. And back at the line is Mackenzie Bachman, 12, serving 13. And floats it over. There's Boyson. Malley, near side. Sydney scores! Sydney Zachary on the back set, and Sydney has 8. Jurdy has 7. Quam has 4. Evans has 6. Auggies by 2 at 14-12. And I see Jalen Rios coming back in. Off the serve, popped up by Cowitz. Bachman goes up front, sent across. Oh, Pashman gets blocked by Boyson and company. There's one put through that double block. Byro Kendra was not to be denied. She's got 9. And it'll be 13 serving 14 here in set number 3. Scally, Macy digs it out. Sydney takes off. Oh, what a save by Kelsey Cowitz. In the middle, shot blocked by the Auggies. This time Boyson and company. Here's Pashabin. Oh, what a save by Macy, and gone! Macy Churl laid out, bumped it across. It found just enough of the tape along the sidelines, and Macy gets her first point.
Well, Tom, I don't think either of us certainly thought that was going to happen, where it was a great diving effort to keep the ball alive, but then all of a sudden it finds a little bit of room right on that line, and it gives Augsburg a point.
15-13, Bluegolds ball. Pashabin gets blocked by the Auggies, but it's out of bounds. Maddie with her 5th kill this set, her 14th tonight. It'll be 14 serving 15. Cowanwitz will come out. And Krista Meyer will come back in and Maddie surprise back at the line. And the serve, there's Sydney Zachary. High in the air, up along the banners. Still in the back row, Macy Cherbold, bump a deep. Bachman goes up front. They go back set, shot partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Off that right side, Bachman, that wasn't Bachman, that was Volk with a kill. And we're tied for the 5th time, 15 apiece here in set number 3. Surprise again, good hard serve. Sydney Zachary, nice high pass. Middle, Jade scores! Morgan Malley to Jade Boyson. And the young freshman out of Rochester Mayo hammers it home.
That was a textbook setup there too, Tom, where it was the perfect set, and all she had to do was just slam it down and put it where she wanted.
Jade has her 2nd kill. Here's blue gold ball tipped across and in the net, called against the Auggies. Yep. I think Kayla Jurdy, or was it Corrine Evans? Kayla Jurdy get called for in the net. 16 apiece, 16 all. And Amber Karn back in the match for the Bluegolds. Floats it over, and Sydney saves it off the hardwood. Here's Kayla Jurdy, pushes it across. Scalia, left pin. Bachman deep. Macy goes to her knees. Malley sets up the near side. Kayla, shot is good. Kayla Jurdy, passing shot down the line, got redirected about 90 degrees and out of bounds. Kayla's got 8. The Auggies have the lead, their 5th lead at 17-16. Megan Quam comes out. Lexi Lang comes back in. Quite the match to kick off the invitation. The Auggies and Lexi give one back. Auggies had their 5th service here. 17 apiece. They had 7 ties, 2 different lead changes. Eau Claire once led by 3. Auggies' biggest lead has been 2. Serving is Krista Meyer. Finger roll by Morgan Malley. Kept it alive. And sent across. There's Macy. Malley backs it slide. Karina deep, and it is dug out of the back row. High in the air, off the roof, and floated over. Turrell for Malley. Middle. Evans. Shot. What a save in the back row by surprise. And it's sent across by Pasherman and scores. A correction, Bachman. 11 out 17. And Bachman has her 9th. And the Bluegolds have their 3rd lead. Our 3rd lead change. It's 18. Serving 17 here in the 3rd set. Krista Meyer, Madison Surprise, Allie Volk and company. And a service error against the Bluegolds. Their 9th, 18 apiece. Jurdy out, Jalen Rios will come in. And Jalen does the honors back at the service line. And sends it deep. Bachman goes up front, gets the return pass off the double block. Rios goes to one knees. Malley, middle, Evans, shot, scores! Plus the Bluegolds around the net. Give Karina their point, her 7th. First this set, the Auggies have the lead back at 19-18. There's their 4th lead change.
Well, again, you'll see Eau Claire taking a timeout here, smart timeout for the Bluegolds, because they were up on that early run where it was 5-2 in favor of Eau Claire, where they had the better possession of play there. And so an interesting decision to take a timeout after your team was doing so well, but now all of a sudden it's kind of struggled down the stretch here.
Augie Game Night here on Augie Game Central. Audio and video streaming brought to you in part by our corporate sponsors. They include...
Take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information.
And elsewhere, St. Kate's is up in Ashland, Wisconsin. Home of the Orr-Dockers up there along Highway 2. And it is Carleton in Appleton, Wisconsin. Gustavus is in Dubuque, Iowa. St. Ben's hosting their own tournament. St. Mary's at Stevens Point. Carleton in Appleton. And Concordia is also up at St. Ben's. Bethel is in Stevens Point. Gustavus is at Dubuque. And let's see, Hamlin is at UW Superior. I believe the Yellow Jackets are also hosting a tournament this weekend. Hamlin is up on the North Country. Hamlin was undefeated coming into this weekend. 19-18 Auggies. And the serve. Rios to do the honors. Lang, Turl, Zachary, Evans, and Malley on the floor. Jalen serve, back row, Scotty. High pass up front, middle, shot put down. Rios plays it off the roof. There's Macy Turl, bumped across by Sydney Zachary, but out of bounds. Sydney Zachary off balance. A little too much time shot at 19-19. Our 9th tie. I went to the college match that went 45-43. Minnesota and Georgia Tech many years ago. Now, I'm not saying this is how this was going to go, but here's Malley setting up Sydney up the left pin. Scally had a save. Surprise to set. Shot to the block and scoring. Byrol playing that middle. Kendra in double figure. She has 10. Pashabin has 14. Bluegolds with the lead, 20-19. Fifth lead change serve. Rios for Malley. Middle, Evans, shot, scores! Karina Evans with 8. 20-20. Shawnee comes in. Evans comes out. Boyson comes in. Macy Turl will come out. Cookie will serve. 20-20. Third set. Get to 25 and win by 2 for sure. Cookie serve. Back row. Cowens goes up front. Surprise hits the middle. Shot put down deep and out of bounds. No touch. No touch. Thank you. Miss hit. An attack here by the Bluegolds. Point for the Auggies. And they have their 7th lead at 21-20. Our 6th lead change. Cookie again. Good serve. Cowens for surprise. Middle shot down. Cookie with a nice save. Malley setting up Sydney Zachary. Shot blocked, but is kept alive by Boyson. Sydney again sends it deep. As Volk goes up front from the back row, Cowens sends it deep. Up front, Malley. Middle, Boyson had to play one hand. Bluegolds keep it alive. Middle shot blocked by the Auggies. Bluegolds again. And up the left pin, shot blocked again by the Auggies. Surprise heads up, Bachman down the line. Cookie, what a save! Malley, finger roll, and it is gone! Morgan Malley with a finger roll, and she's got 3. And the Auggies take a 2-point lead at 22-20.
We can breathe. Well, Tom, you think about so many of these rallies have just been back and forth, and our story of the game at the start was how evenly matched these two teams appeared, and we've definitely seen it in the first set and the second set, but specifically here in the third, where there's been those back and forth, those ties, those lead changes. It's been an excellent match here so far between two very good schools.
Well, you kind of wonder about these two squads. Now, Eau Claire does not play today. They in fact, this is the only match that they're going to play in the tournament. I'll take that back. They take on St. Thomas. And they also have Wartburg tomorrow. But how do they come back after something like this mentally? Physically, you know, they're 20-year-old kids. They can come back. But mentally, that's got to be a drain to begin something like this.
Well, when I think of coming back mentally from a match like this, and, you know, in my experiences in high school and college sports to an extent too, you really just got to clear your mind. I mean, what happened in this match should not be affecting you what happens in that next match. And if you can clear your mind and reset for that next game, I mean, when you look at Augsburg, Cornell, probably going to be a little bit in that same tier of an opponent as they've played so far in the season. So you just really have to reset your mind, just focus on the next match as just being on its own regardless of what happened in this one.
All right, 22-20. Augsburg by 2, third set. And Coach Becker has Shania, Lang, Rios, Boyson, Malley, and Zachary on the floor. The defensive unit out there. Cookie serves, Scallius pass up front, right pin, and it's hit through the block. Oh, blocked by the Auggies. Auggies, Sydney Zachary and Jade Boyson combined on yet another block. Unofficially got him 5. This set 9 tonight, 23-20, and it is double set point. Cookie one more time, Scallius pass, surprise, finger roll, and it is good. That's the second time she's done that. Just flicks it over her head and back, and surprise picking up the point. She has her second kill, 21-20, serving 23. Shania Evans that. And Macy Turl back in, Boyson back in the middle, serving is Mackenzie Bachman. Again, 21 serving 23. And there's Sydney Zachary from Mountie. Middle, Boyson floats it over, and it goes up front. They set the middle shot, blocked by the Auggies. Boyson blocks it, but it doesn't clear the net. Sydney tries to clear the net. That didn't go. And the miss hit by the Auggies point for the Bluegolds, 22, serving 23. And Coach Becker decides to call timeout. Don't forget that later on tonight, here on Augie Game Central, we've got soccer for you. The men's soccer team now 2-0 on the season. They beat Cron last night 7-0. And they'll face the University of Minnesota Morris. Now, we will have video, no audio tonight. Charlie Beatty, I think he's doing St. Agnes Brooklyn Center tonight in high school football. Could not make it. But the men's soccer team in action tonight. The women's soccer team, they head to Eau Claire to play the Bluegolds tomorrow afternoon. The women, they are 1-2 on the season. They're back home on the 15th for the conference opener against the Bethel Royals. And football tomorrow, the Augsburg Auggies and the Falcons of Concordia, Wisconsin. 1 o'clock kickoff on the shores of Lake Michigan. And the broadcast courtesy of the Falcon Radio Network. The link to the broadcast, go to Augie Game Central. 22 is serving 23. Mackenzie Bachman to do the honors left to right. And Bachman serve. Jalen Permalley. Left pin. Zachary Scalia can't handle it. And City off that left pin. It's got 9. 24-22. Here is set point. Quam in. Lexi Lang will sit down. Morgan Malley will try to seal the deal. Morgan already with 3 aces. How about one more right here, Morgan? Double M serve. And it's played up front. Surprise. Left side. Pashaman shot off the block and good. Pashaman now with 15. 23 serving 24. As Chris DeMeyer will come in, we've got another timeout called. Again, we are at set point, but again, you have to win by 2. So this one is definitely up for grabs. We're talking about volleyball around the state of Minnesota, and I had the rankings here somewhere in the state of Minnesota in all 3 classes. And the number 1 ranked team in the state is Lakefield North, Champlin Park, number 2, then Egan, Lakefield South, Stillwater, Forest Lake, Sherry Holmes squad, very good, then Minnetonka, Hopkins, Eastridge, and Northfield. In Class 2A in the state North Branch, Mike Sabichka's crew, his young daughter is headed for Division I. She is so good. John Zube, Stewartville Tigers, Warehouse, number 2. They are so good. Marshall Tigers, they go to state every year. They're number 3. Then Castle Matterville, Kenyon Wanamago, Concordia Academy, the Beacons, Southwest Christian, Belle Plaine, Watertown Mayor, and Holy Angels. And in Class 1A, Waterville Legion, Morristown. Notice how many southeastern Minnesota teams are in the rankings. A lot of good volleyball down in southeastern Minnesota. That's where I started. I did Spring Valley for a number of years. I did Stewartville for about 13 years. St. Charles. Good volleyball down there. Here we go. 23 serving 24. The serve as Rios goes up front. Malley for the win. Sydney Zachary, and it's kept alive by Cowitz. Scalia goes up front. Pashaman shot is good. And Pashaman McKenzie ties it, or Madeline ties it up. She's got 16. 24-24. It's deuce, to use my tennis technology or terminology. The serve, Rios from Malley. Near side, Sydney. Gone! Sydney Zachary gives us the lead back, and she's in double figures. She's got 10. 25-24 Auggies. Rios out. Jordan. Auggies at set point once again. It is 1-1. Sydney Zachary to do the honors. Back at the line. Sydney goes back with Cowitz. Can't handle it. It's an ace. Yes! Sydney Zachary with the ace to seal the deal. Sydney Zachary with her second ace. 6th for the Auggies. And Auggies win the 3rd set, 26-24. A match that saw unofficially 11 ties, 6 different lead changes. The Bluegolds' biggest lead, 3. The Auggies' biggest lead, 2. And right now the match is at 2-1.
You couldn't, Tom. You really just couldn't make it up how it would go any different than how we've seen it go so far. And I think that third set win, especially for Augsburg to come back from being 5-2 down and those rallies, just the back and the forth that set had, I think it's a big statement to see where they can go not only in this match but further on. And hopefully with that swing of momentum and that emotional surge that they might get from winning a set like that could put this game away.
Twin City Orthopedics proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletic. They're going to come and give me an intravenous feeding of water here to keep me going. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider offering world-class services, state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. He's Alex Weston. I'm Tom Wirchin, the Silver Fox. Tom Ritchie is upstairs. So he's still awake. There he is. Gives me the high sign. As we're grooving on Augie Game Central audio and video streaming. And I'll let you do the stats there, Alex. And what do we have?
Well, taking a look at it, you see the percentages for both teams very strong in that third set. You see 231 for Eau Claire and a very high 324 for
just
Augsburg.
2 errors.
Yeah, just 2 errors there in that set. You look at the aces there, 5 total now for Augsburg and 7 for Eau Claire. 8 errors, though, for the Bluegolds and only 5 errors for Augsburg University as well. The digs have been very strong as well. You know, you look at the statistics here and you see what you would think you'd see. You know, your leaders for percentage, Morgan Malley, 500% on what she's been able to do so far. And for Eau Claire, you know, you see Madeline Pashevin there at 353. Not super strong on either side of the ball, but this is exactly what you expected when you looked at the statistics here.
And the blocking department, Auggies with 9 blocks in the match. I had Karina with 3 solo blocks, only ever with 1. But we'll take the team blocks, 9, and Eau Claire has 3. Aces, 7-5 in favor of the Bluegolds, as UWC has 2 in double figures. Pashevin with 15, and by roll, Kendra has 11. For the Auggies, Sydney Zachary in double figures with 10. Corrine Evans has 9. Kayla Jurdy has 8. As we get set for set number 4. And I'm not a betting man, but I think we're going to go 5.
Well, again, it would fit the message that we've had, the back and forth.
Well,
Augsburg in front, Eau Claire in front, and so on, and likewise. So we'll see what happens here. And again, if Augsburg wants to win this game, start out with a strong start to the fourth set here. Not like the third, not like the second, but really just put the team away that so far you've been able to be in contention with. Put them away and see what you got.
Augie Volleyball brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, the Big Athletics, Tabani's, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Wells Fargo, Jimmy John's, 360 Wow Incorporated, Memory Lanes, Corner Bar, Courtyard Marriott. By the way, Tom Ritchie, he's buying supper at Tabani's between matches. I just want to let him know that. As they switch sides, it'll be UW Eau Claire to serve from right to left. And it's Byrol on the floor. There's Abby Bulk. There's Bachman, Mackenzie Bachman. Amber Carter on the floor. There's Madeline Surprise. And serving is Krista Meyer. Augie ball behind the line. Sydney Zachary sends it deep and out of bounds. Miss it, and the Auggies have just the third attack here since the second set. It is 1-0 Eau Claire. Krista Meyer at the service line. She's got 3 aces. 3 of their 7. And clears the net. Sydney Zachary's nice high pass middle. Jade Boyson, and nice save by Surprise. Third hit off the block. Back row, Sydney Zachary. Morgan, left pin, shot put down by Kayla. Scores! Kayla Jurdy, she's closing in a double figure. She had 11 against Crown. She's got 9 here tonight. Guess what? We've got another tie. 11 in the first, or the last set. Corrine Evans will come in. Jade Boyson will come on. Macy Churl, our libero, to serve it 1-1. Bluegolds ball, middle, tip, put down there by Byrol. Augie ball for the back row, bumped across. Scalia from Madeline Surprise, near side, Bachman down the line. Oh, what a save by Lang. And for the back row, Sydney Zachary will get it over. Scalia up front, middle, and the Auggies with a block. Evans and Quam. There's Bachman again, partially blocked. Up front, left side, Kayla shot. Scalia with the save. And up front is Karn. And then They swing off the left side, off the Augie block. Mackenzie Bachman in double figures with 10. And the Bluegolds have a 2-1 lead. Abby Volk will come out. Libby Mackett will come in for the Bluegolds. And off the serve at the net, free ball. Oh, and Byro saw that coming. She's got a dozen. There's that free ball. Eyes get big as saucers, and she buried it. 3-1 Bluegolds.
Well, you talk about having power at that front line. You know, the danger of it is you can shoot it out the back line, but when you go straight down like that, nothing can be done there.
And Quam with a miss hit off the right pin. Auggies, 2 of their 4 points on Augie miss hits. Attack here, Augsburg, 4-1. UW Eau Claire. Mackin again from right to left. Gives it back on the ninth service here of the night for the Bluegolds. It'll be 2 serving 4. And Cowitz will come in. Mackin will come out. Quam will come out. Lang will come back in for the Augies. Lang, Zachary, Turl, Evans, Malley, and Jurdy. Served by Alexi. Scallius pass up front for Surprise. And there is a miss hit in the net by Kendra Byron. And there's the first attack here for the Bluegolds. And the Augies are within 1. Should be 3-4. Scoreboard has it. There they go. They got it 3-4. Here's Surprise setting up the near side. Bachman. Sydney Zachary. Nice high pass. Malley. Left side. Shot by Kidda Jurdy. And it's kept in alive in the back row up front. Byro sends it deep and out of bounds. 2 straight attack errors by the Bluegolds. Augies have come back with 2 in a row to tie it up for the second time. It's 4-4, 4th set. St. Thomas and UW lacrosse in our second match. Lang floats it over. Taylor Scally up front, middle. Byro puts it down and scores. Kendra Byro with 13. Bluegolds lead 5-4. And Pashaman will come in. And Amber Karn will come out. And Bachman serving. And there's Jurdy up front, and a finger roll by Morgan Malley put it in the net. Miss hit for the Augies. 3 miss hits. They only had 2 in the entire third set, already 3 in this 4th set. 6 serving 4, Augie ball, 3rd hit. Here's Kayla Jurdy, and she scores off the left pin. She's in double figure with 10. She has 10, Zachary has 10, Evans has 9. Jurdy will come out. Jalen Rios will come in for the Augies. 5 serving 6 here in the 4th set. Augies leading 2-1. Jalen's good, hard serve, low pass, surprise, middle. Pashaman scores. Pashaman with 16 to lead all scores. 7-5 Bluegolds. And now into the match for the Bluegolds is Krista Meyer. Pashaman surprise, and Meyer up front. Back row, Taylor Scally is serving. Jalen Rios manages to keep it alive from the back row, sent across by Lexi Lang. They set the middle, shot put down by Meyer, and she scores. Wait a minute. They ruled it out of bounds? Yes, they did. He missed hit by the Bluegolds. Point for the Augies. It'll be 6 serving 7. Macy Churl will come out. Evans will come out. Boyson will come in. Cookie Shania will come in. Cookie, who had 3 aces against Crown the other night. Augies as a team have 5. And off the serve, they set the near side for Pashaman. And a nice save. Up front, Malley. Middle. Shot. Boyson gets blocked. Augies to keep it alive. Here's Sydney. And she sends it deep. And the Bluegolds floated across. Augies to set it up again. Backs it. Slide. Boyson. And the Bluegolds goes up front again. Here's Meyer. Off the block and good. Krista Meyer off the Augie block, and she has her 8th. And the Bluegolds have a 2-point lead at 8-6.
You know, Tom, a couple of times there where Augsburg could have put that point away, but the balls were just right at the waist or higher where Eau Claire could have done something with them, and ultimately that was the difference in that point where Augsburg couldn't put the ball away like they needed to.
8 serving 6. Sydney Zachary up the left pin. Scallion, nice high pass up front. Backs it, shot blocked by the Augies. Zachary and company. Scalia, third hit, Pasherman off the left pin. And there's Rios to give it up front. Malley, left side, Sidney down the line. Knocked over surprise, but it's kept alive. Pasherman blocked by the Auggies. Pushed across. Back row, high pass, up front, backs at Jade, and she sends it deep. Bachman to save it. They set up Pasherman off the left pin, floats it down the line, and scores. Madeline Pasherman, their 17th. And the Bluegolds have a 3-point lead at 9-6.
You look at Pasherman for Eau Claire. She's just been lethal tonight in this match, and she's been the one that's really put most of the points away for Eau Claire.
Up the left pin, Sydney Zachary sends it deep, scraped off the floor. They set the middle, put down by Meyer, out of bounds. A little bit too deep by Krista Meyer. Attack here, point for the Auggies. It'll be 7 serving 9. Megan Quam coming in. Lexi Lang will sit down. Morgan Malley will go back at the service line. And Morgan again sends it deep. Nice high pass. Near side Pasherman. One hand, floats it over. Malley with a save. They set up Megan down the line. Bachman goes up front and is blocked to the net. Now Sidney got called for in the net. Yep. Actually over the net. Sidney went up for the block and unfortunately came over the tape. And the point will be given to the Bluegolds. Coach Jane Becker up and arguing the call a little bit. It was borderline, but
I can see for sure where that call would have been made where it was over the net. It looked like the hand was a little bit over, but I mean, we don't have the perfect angle, and those officials do. But
it'll be 10 serving 7 as Pasherman will come out. Amber Karn will come back in. Bluegolds serving right to left, down 2-1. Served by Karn as Macy's pass up front. Malley from behind the line. Zachary floats it over and scores. Sydney Zachary leading the Auggies and scoring with 11. Kayla Jurdy has 10. Auggies within 2, 8 serving 10. Kayla Jurdy will come in. Jalen Rios will come out. Augsburg 5-0. UW Eau Claire 5-0. A serve by Sidney. Pass up front, surprise, backside shot, and Meyer gets blocked, and it is good. Auggies with a block, their 10th block tonight. And the Auggies are within 1, 9 serving 10. Augsburg opens up conference play next Wednesday here at Cy Melby Hall against St. Olaf. Sydney serve again. Blue gold ball near side Bakken. She gets blocked by Boyson and company. Got the Bakken again. Cross court Macy off the roof, and Zachary can't get to the pass. It hit the roof and changed directions, and Sydney could not change directions as fast as the ball did.
It was a tough luck play off of one of those light fixtures or old light fixtures up there.
Right, yeah.
It just took a tough bounce, and there's, again, nothing you can do on an instance like that.
11 serving 9, and an ace. Krista Meyer has yet another ace, and that's her 4th tonight. Yes, 8 aces for the Bluegolds, and Krista Meyer has 4 of those. 12 serving 9, a 3-point lead. Bluegolds equal their biggest margin tonight. Krista, good hard serve. Turtles pass. Malley, left side. Kayla Drury. And her shot goes up front. Free ball blocked by the Bluegolds. By Byron. And the Bluegolds again. Surprise. Maddie up front. Byron again. Partially blocked. Augie ball. Setting up Quam off the right pin. Put down and good. Megan Quam with her 5th. And the Augies within 2. It's 10 serving 12. Scally will come back in. Krista Meyer will come out. Macy Turl will rotate to the back row. And the serve back row. Laid up front there by Abby Bulk. Here's Bachman to send it deep. Up front, Malley, middle, put down by Evans. And it's saved by the Bluegolds. 3rd hit, bumped across by Scallion. Morgan goes back to the right side, the slide. Carrera, and it's dug out by the Bluegolds in the net. And there is Byrell's shot, partially blocked by Evans. Augie ball, Quam floats it over and scores. Quam with half a dozen. The Augies within 1. Again, the biggest lead all night was Eau Claire. That was back in set 2 when they had a 7-point lead. 11 serving 12. Blue gold ball, 3rd hit. Bachman off the left pin, goes cross court. There's Morgan Malley. Setting up the left side, Kayla Drury down the line and scores. And Kayla with 11. Auggies have tied it up. For the 3rd time, it's 12-12. 4th set 2-1 Augies.
It's the same story as set number 3, Tom, where Augsburg fell behind early, but then were able to bring it back in the middle points, and that was almost a dangerous point there.
Macy Churl setting up Klum off the right pin. She gets blocked. Nice double block, Bachman and Viral, and the Bluegolds have their 4th block and a big point. They get the lead back at 13-12. As Abby Volk will come out, Libby Mackin will come back in. UWEC by 1, and off the serve, back row, deep and out of bounds. Service error, number 10. And I don't think Kim was too happy about that part of her game. And we got a substitution for the Augies. And here is Stephanie. Stephanie Hexel coming in for the Augies, our senior out of Apple Valley. First playing time at 13-all. As Byro gets blocked by Evans and company, sent back by the Augies. And a push out there, I believe, by Morgan Malley. And Morgan picking up her 4th kill. Augies have their first lead tonight. Our first lead change. Augies lead by 1, 14-13. Stephanie Hexel a little bit under the weather the other night. She's playing. Maddie Surprise. Byro scores! Kendra Byro with 14, 14-14. Tie number 4. As Mackenzie Bachman going back to the service line. Bachman floats it across. There's Macy. Malley, middle. Karina shot off the rope and good. Karina Evans, she's in double figures. She's got 10. So the Augies have 3 in double figures. 11 for Kidda, 11 for Zachary, 10 for Karina. It's 15-14 Augies.
Well, now Augsburg has a chance to really put this match away where this time the roof helped them as opposed to hurting it earlier. They have to start putting this match away and starting to find those seams where they can put points on the board.
Here's Byro. Hit the top of the tape, took a left turn, and went straight down. And Byro has her 15th point. And we're tied at 15 all. And we're tied for the 5th. We had 11 ties in the 3rd set. 15-0 Augie ball, 3rd hit. Sydney Zachary puts it down, saved by Cowitz. At the net, pushed across by Surprise. And then the net called against the Augies. And not sure who got that. Oh, Sydney Zachary got her in the net. And Coach Becker arguing the call. Look of disbelief on her face. Good acting job, Mama B. 16-15 in favor of the Bluegolds. Second lead change. Augie ball off the serve. Malley sets up Sydney up the left pin. Scores! Sydney Zachary with a dozen. Guess what? Another tie. 16-16 here in the 4th set.
Well, it's a nice way to rebound after that play was called against you. And, you know, when something like that happens where you don't think that it happened, just take the official out of it and just put it away yourself.
Boyson in. Cookies in. The serve. Cowens goes up front near side. Pashabin scores. Madeline Pashabin, 18 tonight. Lead all scorers. 17-16 Eau Claire. As Kelsey Cowens will come out. And back to the match is Abby Bulk. And Macy Churl will come in for the Augies. And Jalen Rios, I believe, came in. Yes. 17, serving 16. The serve there by Maddie Surprise. Augie ball, nice save by Hexel. Zachary puts one over and scores. Sydney Zachary somehow manages to wiggle it through that block over there. And Sydney has 13. Augies tied up at 17-17.
That's a friendly little roll that went off the fingers and right into that center of the court. No damage done there for Augsburg.
And the serve by Morgan Malley. Up front, Surprise, near side, Pasherman. Shot blocked by the Augies, but it goes out of bounds. Pasherman's good hard block redirected by the Augies, but out of bounds. And Pasherman, Mandy has 19. And it is 17, serving 18. The Augies supposedly have the lead here. Sydney Zachary descended deep and out of bounds. Point for the Bluegolds. Scoreboard has 18-18. And coach for the Bluegolds said, there we go, now they got it correct. 19-17 Bluegolds.
Well, Tom, I'm not a fan of the decision to tip the ball over like that. I'd rather have you spike it down and try and put some pressure on them instead of just letting something like that happen.
The 19-17 Bluegolds, their biggest lead has been 3, now 2. And they're still discussing the score, but what they've got there, I believe, is the correct score, 19-17.
That's what I'm thinking, too,
Yep.
here. So it looks like Augsburg is arguing for 18-18. And, of course, if you're Eau Claire, you're not going to argue with.
And again, it's St. Thomas and UW La Crosse in the next match, Augsburg and Cornell at 6 o'clock. And that's not going to happen. It's closing in at 4 o'clock, and we may have another 45 minutes here yet. And the score on the score up on the board is correct, 19-17 Bluegolds. And the serve, Augie ball sent back, but out of bounds. There's the service ace for the Bluegolds. And the service ace for Abby Kahn, and Abby has her first ace, 9th for the Bluegolds. And UW Eau Claire has equaled their biggest lead, 3 points at 20-17. Augie Game Day brought to you in part here on Augie Game Central by
Devani's. Devani's is more than just pizza and hot hoagies. At Devani's, they have variety like calzones, salads, garlic cheese bread,
great
sticks.
lasagna.
Oh, you can't
cheesy
beat
bread.
anything at Devani's, that's for sure. Boneless chicken wings, penny pasta, lasagna, desserts, plus 100 Coca-Cola freestyle beverage options, and even more. Customize your food to make it your very own Devani's favorites.
Don't forget the Augie football team in action tomorrow afternoon in Mequon, Wisconsin, Concordia, Wisconsin. The Falcons, just off the shores of Lake Michigan, on campus. They've got a franchise in the Northwood League. I think they call them the Lakeshore whatever. I can't think of their nickname. Beautiful ballpark. And again, the stadium, the grandstands face Lake Michigan. Weather sometimes has been a factor. We've been there about half a dozen times now. Twice we've had rain and thunder and lightning that have stopped the game a couple times. And we've kind of split the series with the Falcons over the years. Augsburg 1-0 after that 31-28 win over Ripon College last week. So 2017, Eau Claire, Augsburg leading 2-1. Winning that last set 26-24. And the serve by Abby Card. Augie ball, third hit. And Evans, a freshman, Sydney Zachary scores. 14 for Sydney. Augies cut it 18-20. Dirty will come in. Rios will sit down. Sydney Zachary back at the line. Kwama's up front. So is Dirty. So is Boyson. Need a run here. Served by Sydney Zachary. Maddie Surprise up front. Bachman down the line. Popped up there by Maddie. Macy sets up the right side. Kwam with a shot cross court. Surprise. Cross court near side. Bachman again. Partially blocked. Sydney Zachary goes up front for Maddie. Cross court. Swing by Judy. And what a save by Scalia. They set the near side. Tipped across. Almost a foot fault by the Bluegolds. No call. Kwam with a floater. Scalia for Surprise. Middle. Meyer gets blocked by Boyson and company and kept alive. Set across. Augies again. Left side for Gertie. Scores! Kayla Gertie. Kayla's got a dozen. Augies within 1. 19 is serving 20.
Well, again, Tom, it's the story of the play at the net, and that was one that I thought might have gone Eau Claire's way, and there were a couple of questionable calls right at the line that ended up going Augsburg way on that point.
And off the serve, almost an ace. The back set shot put down. Augies can't handle it. Shot put down by Abby Volkin. Abby picks up her 5th. And a 2-point lead for the Bluegolds. 21 serving 19. And I see Kendra Byrold coming back in the match to play the middle. Off the serve, Sydney Zachary's pass for Morgan Malley. Third hit, down the line, good! Morgan Kwan with that big left hand. Not Morgan, that's Megan Kwan for Morgan Malley. Megan's got 7, 20, serving 21. Macy Churro looking over towards the bench, gets the instructions. Macy with the serve. Back row, nice high pass. Surprise chases it down. Right side, sent across by the Bluegolds. Augie to set it up. Third hit, Kayla down and scores. Kayla Jerde with 15 or 5 this set, 13 tonight, 21-21. And our 8th tie of this 4th set. We had 11 ties in the last set, including 6 different lead changes. Biggest lead for the Auggies has been 1. Bluegolds, their biggest lead has been 3. The oddities, second set, Augsburg, or correction, the Bluegolds had a 7-point lead at one point, went on to win that second set. But otherwise, the margin has never been more than 3.
Well, I mean, again, we've said it all match long, even from the beginning. These are 2 evenly matched teams, and certainly at the start you wouldn't have thought that, but the back and forth has been unbelievable. And if you want to tune in and figure out what's going on with volleyball, this is a perfect match for that.
For updates and info on all of our Augie University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information, all 21 Augie varsity sports. It's your online home for Augie athletics. If it's happening in Augie sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. 21-21. What we retied 24-24 in that third set before the Augies got the last 2 points. And the players coming back on the floor. And the Augies serving. Macy Turrell to do the Adders. And sends it deep. Good serve. Up front, middle. And Byrell's shot is out of bounds. An attack here by Kendra. Byrell point for the Augies. 22-21, our third lead change. Serve again. And scraped off the floor. There's an ace! Yes! Macy Turrell with the Augies' 6th ace tonight. Macy has her 2nd ace. Here's double set, double match point for the Augies.
Well, you talk about putting the pressure on Eau Claire now, and the response out of the timeout for Augsburg to go and get those 2 points immediately and really force Eau Claire to take a timeout and talk about what they're doing again really has made an impact here as we go down the stretch.
And Alex, you notice too, I think the theme in the whole entire match, Augies down early and come back, and when it gets to crunch time, they go on a run, take the lead, and hold on to it.
Well, of course, I mean, if you're a coach, you don't want to see trailing in the opening stages in the first place, but it's been a great statement for Augsburg to be able to respond when they go down, especially in the third set and here in this fourth set where they've been behind and they've come back to take the lead, tie, and move on and win those sets as well. So lots to build on if you're Augsburg so far, but also a lot of things that you like to see.
I just got to ask a little personal athlete, what sports did you play growing up?
Well, when I was growing up, I did a lot of football, I did a lot of baseball, and then a few years ago I started really getting into hockey. I've done ultimate frisbee as well, so I've done basically everything over the
ultimate frisbee.
Yeah, oh yes.
Okay. 23-21, Augies, 2-point lead, leading 2-1. Double set point, Macy to do the job. Turrell with that ace, and up the serve, surprise up front. And it is Byrell getting blocked. Bluegolds ball. Setting up near side. Bachman shot is good. Mackenzie Bachman, and she has 11. 23-22. And coming into the match, we got Jenna Phillips. Phillips playing just her 2nd set. She'll go back to the service line. 22 serving 23. Phillips, good hard serve. There's Sydney Zachary. Malley, middle shot. Evans scores! Serena Evans with 11. And here is set point, match point. 24-22. And Quam will come out. And Stephanie Hexel will come in to do the honors. Hexel from left to right. Stephanie serve clears the net. Up front, surprise, near side, Bachman, shot partially blocked. Zachary, Primelli, the shot blocked by Bachman's head deep. Oh, what a save by City. Macy up front, third hit, Jurdy deep and out of bounds. Kayla Jurdy going for the win and sent away too deep. And it'll be 23 serving 24. Pashaman will come in. And Amber Karn will come out. And Coach Jane Becker will call timeout. Again, what is it, 2 timeouts per set per coach? Something like that.
I believe so.
You can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcast 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcast along with live statistics of home events. You'll also be able to watch and listen to archived events on demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the live stats or webcast link, or click the Auggie Live link on game days. And Alex Westhead, he's got football tonight. Going to help us out a little bit later on this season. And he's going to be doing some volleyball with me over at St. Kate's. And the Wildcats, who are on the road up at Ashland, they will be hosting Bethel on the 19th of September. We'll have that match for you that Wednesday night. And then on Saturday, October 6th, St. Kate's at home at 3 o'clock. And I forgot the opponent, but Alex is going to help us out there. He and Logan Anderson coming on board to audition for a couple of spots I've got on my starting rotation. I need a closer. I need a setup man. 24-23, 23 serving 24. Mackenzie Bachman to serve, right to left, 2-1 in the sets for the Auggies. And off the serve, Turtles pass for Malley, middle. Karina shot. Oh, what a save. Surprise near side, Pasherman sends it across. Sydney Zachary for Morgan Malley. Bumps it up front. Kayla shot is gone! Kayla Journey does it again. The freshman out of Stillwater gets the game winner. And Kayla finishing with 14 as the Auggies win the final set 25-23. And they go to 6-0 on the season. Eau Claire goes to 5-1. But this young Augie team with just the 3 seniors, 7 freshmen, 1 transfer, and I think this team kind of came of age, at least found out a little bit of what they're made of here in and what we have to look forward to this season.
Well, when you think about a team like this, you know, you want your experience, you want your younger players to come up and step up and make an impact, and we definitely saw that, especially in the case of Kayla Jurdy tonight, where the older players, they were supportive and they were the ones that kind of had the foundation, but then it was the freshmen and the sophomores that really took the game over and made it their own.
All right, we're going to have Sydney Zachary coming on in our post-game show here in just a bit. Just the unofficial totals in the Auggies. Kayla Jurdy with 14 on the night. She and Sydney Zachary both had 14. Karina Evans also in double figures with 10. Megan Quam had 7. Morgan Malley had 4. And for the Bluegolds, as Byro Kendra had 15. And let's see, Bachman had 11 and 19 for Madeline Pashabin. And you want to give the headset to Sydney there? All right. Don escorts the young lady over to the table. Have you caught your breath, young lady?
I have, yes.
Pull that microphone a little bit close. There we go.
Okay.
6-0 on the season, and obviously the toughest competition we've faced all year.
Yeah, right.
Did this team find out a little bit about itself and just what is in store for us this year after the effort that they had against the Bluegolds here this afternoon? Do you think the team really came of age this afternoon?
I do. I think that we really pulled through on that last set there. I think that it was a lot better than what I had expected. I think that we have a really young team, like a really young group coming in, and they really just pulled through for us. It was awesome.
Yeah, Sydney, and you mentioned that we came back, and the common theme through the entire 4 sets, we got down early and manages to come back in the late stages and then get out a run and finish it off. So a never die attitude.
Yeah, yeah.
Sydney, you had 14 tonight to you and Kayla. I got to ask you about Kayla, first of all, our freshman free now. And my goodness, is she going to be a power on that left side?
Yeah. I'm really excited to see how she grows as an individual and as an outside. I think she's going to be amazing, especially like since she's just a freshman. In the next 3 years, her working it out, it's going to be awesome.
Sydney, how did you prepare for this junior year, and what were your off-season activities, and what volleyball activities did you participate in?
Well, I was coming off an injury from last season, and I was working hard to get better. And the second I got better, I got in the gym, started working really hard, working on the outside because I haven't really played it all the way around before, but something new, and I'm really excited to get better.
You answered my question. I remember the injuries from last year, and then you had such limited playing time. But you feel 100% right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel really, really good.
Despite playing all the way around?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask about, we mentioned Kayla, but we've got some outstanding freshmen as well. And Jade Boyson in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's kind of neat that our middles are 2 freshmen and a sophomore. The future is bright.
Right, yeah. Jade is amazing. I just she's so tiny, skinny, and when you go up against her, you're like, oh, whatever. But the second she gets up on you and she stuffs you, you're like, oh, wow, okay, she's a force to be reckoned with. But I'm just really excited to see where she goes the next 3 years as well.
Well, the middle, and Karina's Karina. She's just awesome.
She's amazing.
Well, Cindy, outstanding match to lead us to this very important win, and we've got Cornell here in a few hours. I need a rest.
Yes.
You made me work, young lady. Cindy Zachary, congratulations. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Cindy Zachary, a special guest here on our post-game show. The Auggies win by a score of 3-1. Auggies with 3 in double figures. I mentioned Sydney with 14, Cato with 14, Karina Evans with 11. And again, the Bluegolds with 3 in double figures. Pashabin with 19, Bible with 15, and Bachman with 12. But I like the defense of the net. 10 blocks for the Auggies. And Alex, big key for the Auggies defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they have 10, but Tom, I think you and I both thought that there could have been a few more that went both ways for that. So, just an outstanding match defensively for Augsburg. A couple of offensive things that I think they'd like to have back and that they'd like to work on some more. But otherwise, really, it was a tough opponent, and they made the most of it and had a great showing here this afternoon.
So the Auggies, they went 3-1 in the Invitational last year. Now off to a 1-0 start. Again, they've got Cornell tonight. The Rams at around not 6 o'clock, I'm sure. It might be around 6:30, quarter to 7. And then tomorrow they've got Wartburg at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, they take on the defending champions of the WIAC, UW Lacrosse. This broadcast here this afternoon, a presentation of Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, the Bonnie's Pizza, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Wells Fargo, Jimmy Chad's, 360 Wow Incorporated, Memory Lanes, Corner Bar, and the Courtyard Marriott. Thanks to Kelly Anderson, Dirks, and Ashley Holmes on the stats. The Silver Fox Tom Ritchie upstairs, Don Stiller in the house as well. The boss man, Alex, your debut working for TJ Broadcast Services. Thank you, sir. Looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you, and you as well. And again, thanks for having me. And hopefully everybody in Augsburg Nation was very happy with how I did today.
Again, 3-1 in favor of the Auggies from Cy Melby Hall here on the campus of Augsburg University. I'm Tom Wirchin. Good night, everybody. Hey, we'll talk again in maybe a couple of hours.